morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I have had like the nicest few days off. It's been very nice, very relaxing. Some family stressful stuff, but other than that, it's been amazing. Um, little bit. Sorry, Izzy is being wild. Good morning, Izzy. You want to say hi too? Izzy wants to say hi this morning. uh, uh, it's been a crazy wild week. Since I've been off. I haven't done a show since last Wednesday. Uh, man, just the whole holiday thing, family like wanting to get together last minute. It was wild. Dealing with family stuff at home, kids going crazy. You know how teenagers are. They're fucking wild. So yeah, good morning, Izzy. She's right there now. She's crazy. There she goes. She's fucking wild today. Had some really fun time this weekend. We got to do some gaming with Warren and Les Bones. That was a lot of fun. We were up till pretty late last night building. So we had a lot of fun playing that game this weekend. God, we just did so much. We ended up like becoming like bug master killers. It was so much fun. Had a freaking blast. So let's say good morning. Is it Festivus yet? Good morning, Warren. No. I wish. Not yet. Not yet. Good morning, Yona. Good to see you. Good morning, Brandy. Good morning, Willie. Yes, you are on time. I was watching you this morning. I was watching you on my phone while I was watching the other shows, like trying to get some news stuff because I am so behind on the news today. Like I got a little bit of things, but we'll see how it goes. If you guys know of anything good to talk about, please send it my way. Oh, there's Les Bones. Les Bones. John, good morning, John. Good to see you. Everybody's saying you hibernated. Do I want a different intro song? Notice the last of Oh, no. Sorry. I was gonna pushed the wrong one again today because I was talking with my brother on the phone right before I got on the show, and just the one I didn't even look at the one that I chose this morning. So I am super sorry. No, don't take it away. I love the song. I just keep picking the wrong song. So I am so sorry. Cleaning and watching. Yeah, how's the World Cup going? Yeah, I do got some info about Ye running for president. That's going to be interesting. We'll see how that goes. But let me know how the World Cup goes as well. I heard, what was it? Argentina yesterday won Mexico, I think it was, or something. Somebody posted up like, today we are all Mexico or something like that. And then like a few hours later, I heard that Mexico lost. I was like, oh no. We're all losers today. That's awesome. That's great. What else has been going on? And then, oh yeah, and then Kanye wanting to run for president. I've been like not really keeping up with it. I've been kind of keeping up with it, I guess you could say. Just watching that he ran for president and then he's been hanging out with some crazy ass fools. So other than that, I don't know what's going on with Kanye too much. I just know that he's running for president again. So, and as soon as I hear Kanye's running for president, I'm like, oh, okay. So we're living idiocracy again, because he ran like a couple of years ago as well. So yeah, we're gonna be living in a idiocracy. Yes, Mexico. Yeah, Brazil won. Nice. Okay, good to know. You got a show today, Yona? Oh shit. We're gonna be watching Yona. I know we're gonna be checking out Warren's show today too. He's gonna be interviewing Misty Winston, which should be a really good one, especially with all this new stuff that's all these like mainstream media outlets are like asking to end what is it, the Assange thing. What is it? Mainstream wants Assange charges dropped. So I think that's going to be really interesting. I found that and thought that was going to be interesting. Yeah, Kanye West is a clown. He is crazy. Absolutely. I know, no notification. I'm sorry. I think I like put up the live stream on StreamYard like 15 minutes before. It's been a wild weekend. It's nuts, especially with family in the holidays. I hate holidays and family because, like, no matter how nice you want holidays to be with family, it just never, never, ever goes the way that you want it. So, I do good with my family for like a few days, and then all of a sudden we're all back, we're back into fights again. So, oh, my show's the Fresh Show. Okay. I know it's been like a few days. I really needed a break, I think. I don't know. We'll see. I enjoy doing the 5 days a week, but man, I was only expecting to do like the 5 days a week show here for like a good, like, I don't know, like a month or two or something until KRTD got more shows, but we're taking a little bit longer to get shows than what we expected. Yeah, right, John. We already live in a clown world. He fits right in. Exactly. That's what I say. He fit right freaking in. Oh, too sick or congested to sing or talk. I'm sorry. That's boo-boo. Oh, thanks. That was a pre-recorded show. God, I don't even know how long ago that was. It was probably like 6 or 7 months ago that we did it. Maybe 5 months ago. I think it might have been during the summer. And I did like a full interview with him, with John Kiriakou of Panquake. And Amber was wanting to ask last week if she could clip it up and re-put it out and try to get Panquake a little bit more eyes on it to help it out. So told her, absolutely, like, you want to clip something, please, by all means, have fun, clip away, take it, just have fun with it, just take it. I'm cool with that. So she went out and she clipped a bunch of it up. So we're gonna be I don't know, maybe this week we'll get more of them. I don't know. I think she might be clipping them out and sending them out on the weekends. I have no idea. I just continue sharing it. So but thank you. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. John Kiriakou is a really nice guy. A lot less scary than I thought he would be. I get pretty scared with like those big timer people. So I was super nervous throughout the whole thing. Thank goodness Amber sent me like a bunch of questions for that interview, so that way I didn't mess up too much. Just kind of kept the fort down with her questions. She definitely hooked it up with those. Your family is sick in Puerto Rico and they got made yard work from the recent hurricanes. That's why they're not here visiting. Aw. You guys, tomorrow for this show, we're going to be having Willie Braggs on here. So if you guys want to come and check us out tomorrow morning, we'll be having Willie Braggs on. So I'll probably talk to him today, figure out how long he wants to, come and hang out on the show, because not everybody's like down with 3 hours, So got to figure out if he's down, if you're down for 3 hours or what you want to do. So I'll be talking with him today. Just keep an eye out for tomorrow. He's going to be on here and hanging out with me. So that's going to be cool. Purge the phlegm. Oh, everybody's getting sick on Thanksgiving. That's what I've been noticing. Like, everybody was getting sick around Thanksgiving. All this weekend, so many people were sick. So, you will do 3 hours. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, exactly. It's what it is. It's what it is, Yona. It's a fucking marathon. I swear it is. It's like you gotta like prepare yourself. I've got my coffee and all my prep stuff, and then now we're on the marathon. So all right, so cool. Then we're gonna be watching shows and videos and all kinds of cool articles, see what we can find for tomorrow. And he's gonna be on here for the whole 3 hours. That's what I'm talking about. Good morning, Amber. Good to see you. Amber is the one I was telling you guys about earlier. She's the one that released the Panquake videos this weekend with my interview with John Kiriakou. So if you guys want to go over there after this is done and go check out those videos from this weekend. Like I said, there's probably going to be more. I don't know how many she clipped up. She is clipping Rockstar right now for that. So yes, please do share, like, shake, do jumping jacks, stand on your head, whatever it takes. You're so awesome. Oh, both of your kids were sick. Good morning, Jeffrey. Good to see you. So lucky you didn't get it. Yeah, fuck, Jesus Christ. Yeah, same. I think what it was is that because I was already sick from like a couple of weeks ago, my body was like, nah, Jimmy, you ain't getting it again. But everybody else in my family was like, yeah, no, we sick today, bro. uh, if you enjoyed the pancakes with clips with me and John Kiriakou, please stay tuned. All right. See, there we go. So we definitely are going to be having more coming up this week. So I love it. I love the fact that we're out there doing the more of the clips with the pancake people. So, oh, dude, yeah. I miss you, Jeffrey. I hope you're doing awesome. I haven't talked to you in like forever. So I hope life is amazing. So this weekend we got to playing Grounded. We got Warren playing Grounded this weekend, which was a blast. Me and Les Bones and Shake and Bacon have already been playing the game for about a week or so now. We've got like you can host one map area, one game, and then have your friends come in to the game that you're hosting. So for like the last week and a half, I've been hosting or no, Les Bones, that's right, Les Bones was hosting for us three. And then I think I started hosting one. I don't remember to start. I think it was just me and Les Bones. He was hosting it. And then we added Shake and Bacon in. And so I started hosting a new game. And now we got Warren in. So I started hosting a whole new game. So we're just like building masters. It's what we fucking do now because we've got the beginning of the game like down packed now. So we've just been building like crazy, not doing too many storylines on this new one with Warren. So we've got like all the upgrades, doing all the really cool stuff without getting too far in the storyline, because we noticed that we were getting in the other games, we were getting like a little far into the storyline. And then that shit was starting to get way, way, way too hard just playing around. So we're like, let's calm down on the storyline. Let's see how easy we can, kind of beat stuff. So it's definitely a lot easier, but it's been really, really fun to see Warren out there building and battling spiders and stuff. It's been a blast. So a friend of yours told you about Panquake about a year ago, so your interest was piqued with that video. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I've been hearing about him for a year. Panquake it's kind of a really neat platform, free speech. It's about $5 a month to be on it. But you get something called like a super quake, I believe, where you get to like promote something like a post or something like that. What is it? It's like a super quake or something like that, where it like bumps up your post to where more people can see it. So you can like, it's kind of like MySpace where you used to put up like your top 10, but this is a better post kind of thing. So it's definitely really interesting. I'm want to go check it out. Wolfie Boy can't stop us, for real. Well, yeah, true. We fucking killed some wolf spiders this weekend. Y'all, I'm telling you, one of these days, I'm just going to sit here for like 30, 40 minutes and show you some YouTube videos of these games because they are absolutely wild. These spider games, they're just so realistic with the shit. So it's wild. What do I've got for today? So I looked up some stuff, the Garland Nixon stuff, but I didn't find anything except for, yeah, no, my thing is blank here for Garland Nixon. I know that he got kicked off of a Twitter, so I'm still figuring out who the fuck Garland Nixon is. Anyways, Yee's announcement for 2024, hanging out with Nick Fuentes, and then the whole Trump thing. Let's see what else is happening that I thought was really, really interesting. My friend sent me a link this morning. I have a friend named Noah the Stigma Fighter. He's the owner of the Trans Radical Activist Network, TRAN. I volunteer for them. Sally, good morning. Good to see you. You're playing Grounded and watching and listening. Oh, Are we playing today afterwards? Because I'm totally down to play some more. We got some more building to do. Man, we've been building like crazy. It's been so much fun. You saw Garland Nixon at Hands Off Assange last month? Okay. Interesting. So maybe that's why he's getting booted off of Twitter. So anyway, my friend named Noah, Noah the Stigma Fighter, he oh, you're down too? All right. You want to play Grounded, Sally? Then download it and get your ass on there. Well, you've got Xbox, so you could probably download it. You could probably get it, and you can play it with us. That'd be a lot of fun. That'd be fun. We need more girls. I'm the only girl, so absolutely, Sally, if you want to. Please. You're going to look? Okay. Yee! All right. You see that, Les Bones? We're going to have Sally up in this bitch. I'm excited. But anyway, so with my friend Noah, the Stigma Fighter, he has been, I guess he was battling some of the gag people on Twitter. What are they called? They're like gays against groomers, I believe. I guess the Gays Against Groomers found out who he is, and is now Noah has to go into hiding a little bit. He's ending his Twitter, all that other stuff because of these the gag people. I don't know. I'm just got into it a little bit this morning, kind of skimmed through a lot of it. Okay. Yeah, you're livid about what's happened. See, I didn't even know until this morning I found out about it, because I volunteer for Noah and stuff over at Tran, but I didn't know that he was going through all of that. I've been like so balled up into my own family drama that I had no idea what's happening to him and his daughter. So we'll be going through that, giving him some time. Maybe I'll get a hold of him this week and see if he wants to come on here and talk about what's going on. Definitely need to give him a voice for sure. Then also this morning or last night, Les Bone sent me a cool video from like a thread of videos from Richard Medhurst on Twitter of fans at the World Cup. They're like walking around, and this Israeli news reporter people are going around asking people questions, and people are like, oh no, we don't want to talk to you. It's actually kind of funny because they're like free Palestine, anti imperialist. It's pretty interesting. So I wanted to talk about that. And then also we'll end it with finding out that a lot of the mainstream media is wanting to drop the Assange charges and just freaking end it, which I thought that was really interesting. And it'd be a cool way to end it with Warren's show later on tonight, with interviewing Misty Winston, and most likely going to be talking about Julian Assange and stuff. So definitely want to kind of like end it with that, so that way you guys got a little bit of what's going on, and then you guys can watch Warren today about it. Oh, he messaged you about it on Friday night. Exactly. We are all Julian Assange. I agree. I thought that'd be a nice little ender to kind of tie it off for Warren's show later on today. So I'm like stuck right now. I'm kind of excited Sally's going to be playing Grounded with us. That's going to be so much fun. It's such a crazy game, Chair. Got some time. Might as well. Might as well show you guys a little bit of it. Grounded. See if there's a trailer. Oh, there is a trailer. All right. I want to test this out because I've got earphones in today. And I thought it would be really, really cool if I didn't have to push that mute button no more. So when we play this, let me know if you guys can hear it or not. So here's like the trailer for the game. Let's see if we can, let me know if you guys can hear it.
Kids, are you ready for a new wild and wacky food flavor? Introducing Africa. Special breaking report. More local teenagers have gone missing. This could be linked to the disturbing trend of missing teenagers from our otherwise quiet town. If anyone has seen the teenagers or has any other information, please contact the police department.
Hello, micro friends. Great news! Myrtle knows you might be a little homesick, but that can be repaired. First, you will need to survive the yard against terrifying insects.
Ooh, you see that? Did you guys see that? So we haven't even touched that spot. This lady, this is one of the brood mothers, and she is fucking evil. I haven't even gone there in there to look at her yet because I don't want to. But this is definitely one of the boss areas that we're going to have to beat eventually. And I don't like her at all whatsoever. She's fucking terrifying.
And treacherous wastelands.
But see, like, you're going to have to battle these kind of creatures. I mean, we've gotten up into this area, but we haven't gotten into here yet. These guys, man, they whoop our ass so far. There's Burgle. Burgle's so cute. So here, there's the characters that we play. Usually I'm her. I'm this one right here because she's got like a little alien and some rainbows and stuff. I think it's really cool. This one is Pete. He's the nerd of the group. Usually Warren and Shake and Bacon usually battle over this one. And this one right here is Les Bones, and then here's our extra one. So whoever loses with Pete gets gets her. But I'm pretty sure if Sally comes in, she's gonna be Hoops. So we're gonna hook Sally up with the Hoops spot. Oh, you can't hear it? It sounds good? All right. You've never seen the trailer before? Did you see the spider? The spider that we haven't even done anything with yet? You're downloading it, Sally? Oh God, Les Bones. This is it. This is it. This is it, dude. This is it. We got Sally coming in now. We're golden. We're golden. You thought I'm the caretaker? You wait till Sally comes in. Sally's going to make sure all of our roasting spits are full of food. Our water's always filled up. We've got armor. You think I'm a good hostess? You wait till Sally comes in. She's our caretaker. She's the real healer. Never saw the trailer? Okay, we're going to finish watching this trailer because it's so cool.
Rusty. But with a little maintenance, we can unravel why you are here. Before someone or something.
That one right there was another brood mother that we have to fight as well. She's a Black Widow. We have not seen her yet either.
Terminates your tiny existence.
Look at the ladybugs. Oh no, these are the other ones, the ladybirds. You got ladybugs in here. Look at the size of the ladybugs to how you are. These guys are brutal. Like they'll sit there and they'll look at you and they'll come and ram at you like a bullfighter. That's how they fight. They're like the bulls.
Good luck.
Here's one of the final. This is one of the final areas of the game. In the end stages, end game right here. It looks like I think you have to like fight some dude on a machine and then some other machines while these lasers go across. And if you look like the right under the bow, you'll see like a blue circle. There's like one of their weapon things. This is like the main side at the end. Here's, the buildings that you can make. Like, oh my gosh. See, this is the kind of stuff that we do right here. We build. This is beautiful, actually. You can tell it's like right by the pond, so it's probably by the tree, but this is gorgeous. This is what we do in the game. We sit around and we build freaking mansions. It's amazing what the things you can build. Like right here, he has the bricks. We haven't gotten that far to open up the brick part yet, but we've got all this stuff that you see, like all the windows, the wood pieces, everything. Even the chairs, the sap collectors, all of that. Like those little chairs right there are pretty much my favorite thing to make. I've made about 5 of them already, and I love them. They're my favorite. Hit lemon grime. We haven't even got started yet. Yeah, I'm telling you, we have not really gotten far into the game at all. but we're getting some stuff done, you know, in the game at least. So. Was that the fish? Yo, less bones. Was that it? Was that? Oh, I see it right there, right above her head. Is that the koi fish? It is. See, I don't go into the water because I'm fucking terrified, but there's a fish in there, in the water in the pond. I haven't seen that yet. I won't go in the water to look. Is that what it looks like? Because that's about as close as I'm going to get to looking at that motherfucker is through this video. Yeah, see, there's like a whole ass barbecue pit area too. So like with hard, you know, charcoal that's really hot and it burns your feet, and there's like monster, like little bugs that live in there too. See, it's wild. This game is just humongous. There's another one that we haven't even looked at yet either. Less bones. That's it's another boss battle that we're gonna have to fight as well. I've heard that he's pretty brutal as well. We haven't seen no boss battles. We won't. I don't think we'll ever go into boss battles. It's too scary. You see the roly-polies, all the different bugs. There's so many different bugs. Let's see if I can bring some of them up. Yeah, see, like there's a lightning bug, there's a roly-poly. Yo, there's like one of those rock beetles. There's an orb weaver spider. There's another ladybug down at the bottom. Dude, there's so many. There's a stink bug there. There's so many bugs to kill. It's ridiculous how many animals and life beings are in this game. It's so amazing. So here's the story trailer.
Oh, good! You are not dead! I will be helping you out today. First things first, you're not supposed to be here. Secondly, you are very, 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 very small.
Yep.
Please refrain from panicking. Thirdly, the machine that could return you to your normal size is currently out of order. And everything in this backyard wants to, eat you. Again, your tiny panic will accomplish nothing. You are going to...
I think right there, that little part right there, that's probably the scariest part right here. See, that's a wolf spider right there. And fuck my life, do those motherfuckers get scary as shit in that game. The way that they sound and everything, it's so scary.
You are going to need to find a way to survive out here. I would recommend building a base, maybe a simple shelter of some sort.
See, that's what we do right here. We build nice, beautiful, giant houses. It's amazing.
Oh, and weapons. You'll probably need some weapons.
There's a stink bug. There's an orb weaver. Man, those orb weavers are crazy. Here's a bombardier beetle that you have to fight.
But you should be fine.
You can use dandelion tufts as your parachute. Oh my gosh.
You'll either be fine or you will be dead. It's really up to you.
Oh, did you see that? Did you see that, Les Bones? Please tell me you saw that. He literally jumped off the pond and landed on a trampoline. Look at that. What is that? You know I'm going to want to try that today. Wow. That looks like so much fun. Oh my God.
Oh, and you might come across some strange things while looking around. I'm not sure who put them here or what they want. What I do know is that they're watching.
Yes, they are. So as you can see, it's for Xbox, Xbox One, Windows, and it's on Steam as well. It's such a good game. I absolutely adore it. It's so much fun. It's such so that's what it's for. I know, right? We're like, let's build the trampoline so we can jump around like fucking idiots in our house because that's what we do. Oh man, it's so fucking funny. We just definitely don't do what the game tells us we should be doing with it. But there's tons of videos to watch if you like want to get into it and see what it's about. It's a really, really, really fun game. It really is. It says full release now available. That's the whole yard. I mean, you start like right down in this area right here. Here, let me make it a little bit bigger. So you start down in like this area right here, and you've got like this whole damn yard to explore. It's fucking wild. Like just this little area is like the safe zone right here. And then everywhere else is just fucking nuts. I mean, you've got like the pond, you've got the upper yard, you've got over here, you've got the charcoal area, you've got a picnic table, you've got a sandbox, you've got the weed killer area right here, you've got hedges back here, and then this guy right here is supposed to be this whole like back area with this little dude right here is supposed to be end game area. So you've got this entire yard to kind of explore
in a world where terrifying creatures rule the land, where danger lurks in the shadows.
You like the water part, man. Oh, that shit's terrifying.
Four shrunken heroes must band together
I love this
to
song.
fight the forces of nature and solve the biggest mystery that's ever come to your backyard.
A moth? I haven't seen a moth in the game yet.
If they can rebuild the memories of a helpful robot, they might just be able to unlock the truth before it's too late.
Last Bones, did you see it? There was a fucking lawnmower. Look, he's on the lawnmower. Right there. He's on a lawnmower. So maybe the one day they'll update it and we'll actually have a lawnmower. Did you see it?
Before it's too late.
Toy soldiers. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in here that I haven't even seen yet.
Teams, featuring Birdo, Dr. Wendell Tully, the Brood Mother, the Koi Fish, and introducing Director Schmechter in an Obsidian Entertainment game that's out of game preview.
Oh my God, did you see that build? Look at that. That is wildly beautiful and humongous. Look, they even got the turret right here. That shit is amazing. It shoots out rocks. It's so cool.
It's time to go big or never go home.
I'm cool with never going home. I like to live out there. It's kind of fun. I don't want to get
release
big.
Available now.
That looks so much fun. Is it cross-platform? Yes, absolutely is. No PlayStation cross-platform. They don't have it for PlayStation. It's Xbox exclusive, but it also is for PC. And yes, you could play together. Right? That's a freaking fortress. Holy shit, that was beautiful. Oh, it's such a great game, you guys. I'm telling you. If you were to get into it's like it's like amazing, kind of like how the hype was for Cyberpunk 2077, I think it's called, the Cyberpunk video game. I think that this game should have had that much hype because it lives up to that hype, unlike the Cyberpunk video game where everybody was so excited about it, but then like the game was super buggy and kind of shitty at the same time. This game, it like didn't get too much hype, and it is whoo addicting. Hurry up with this job and log in. I'm trying, Sally. I'm trying. Day goes by, not fast enough. I'm telling you, it is not fast enough at all. We'll probably start you off with Warren's game. That way we don't have to go through all that bukkake again too. We'll just continue where we are, hook you up with some of the weapons, and then take you out for your first scare. Oh, just wait. Wait till you see little Mr. Wolfie that we've got. We gotta love the Wolfie. He's fucking hilarious. All right, okay. Definitely I'm going to play today for sure. Sally. I know, it's so cool. Sally's gonna join us. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh Lordy. Oh Lordy. Can't wait. Okay. All right, so let's get started on the news. That way we can continue this time to go by faster. I know it sucks because I'm the one that has to host this shit, so none of us can go on there until I turn it on. I mean, I could leave it on in the background and just let y'all go in there while I'm on live, but you'd have to like listen to me talk the whole time. So, you don't want to do that. So, oh yeah, why did I open it up over here? I'm such an idiot. I will open you up over here. I'm usually Willow in the game, just because I like her outfit. All right, so let's bring up some news stuff. What was I gonna bring up? The fans saying no to interviews at the World Cup. Hilarious shit. All right, let's present it so I can show y'all. There we go. So Richard Medhurst did some threads this weekend. I thought was really funny. Thank you, Les Bones, for sharing this. So I look like I actually do work around here. So he says a thread of World Cup fans refusing to speak to Israeli channels. Are we ready?
Channel is this?
Israel channel. You don't like us?
Channel is this?
Israel channel. You don't like us?
That's a good one. Let's see this one. This guy looks like he's going off.
Palestine, there is no Israel. Sorry, please. You are not welcome here. Even if this is Qatar, this is our country. You are not welcome here. There is only Palestine. There is no Israel.
Don't you look stupid? Why you gotta look at the camera? Why did you have to look at the camera like that? Like, look at you. I'm waiting for like the Larry Sanders whatever songs to come in. That didn't Oh, that's good. That's a good one.
Yes.
Right.
For Israel. This? Yes. For Israel. What you?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Why?
Good for you.
Arabic.
Look at their little head thingies. Look at how
Yes.
fancy
For Israel.
they are with
What you-
that. They're getting
Yeah.
head super fancy
Why?
with it.
Arabic.
Let's see. In Arabic, hi, I'm from Israel. Fan, there's no such thing as Israel, only Palestine. Yes, there is. Free Palestine. Amen.
مرحبا اهلا انا من اسرائيل ما في اسرائيل في شيء اسمه فلسطين لا في اسرائيل فلسطين امر واقع امر واقع امر واقع من اليوم ليوم القيامه في اسرائيل في اسرائيل في اسرائيل وانساك السياسي انساك السياسي في اسرائيل امر واقع في اسرائيل عيب عليكم عيب عليكم في اسرائيل
Damn.
Israel. Yeah. Hey, new friend. What? We have peace.
Israel, no Palestinian. Israel, no Palestinian.
But we have
It's
peace.
really good to
Peace.
see
You sign peace. You sign peace.
other
You sign
countries
peace. You signed on the
being
peace
cool with
agreement.
and wanting Palestine
from
and
Israel.
just like fucking off Israel.
Israel. Yeah.
Good job. Let's see what this one does.
Where are you from?
Ecuador.
Ecuador. No, this is not Ecuadori language.
Ecuador TV.
No, free Palestine.
Yeah, free.
Yeah, free. Why not? Let's see what this one is. Man, some of these, man, there's a lot of people that just didn't want to talk to him. Yeah, it's awesome.
انت من لبنان انا من اسرائيل يا اخي انت من اسرائيل انت وصلت لعند انت شو جايب انت اجت لهان الله فلسطين ما في اسرائيل في اسرائيل يا سيدي في اسرائيل وين انت من وين انا من اسرائيل
So this one says, you're from Lebanon? Yes, I'm from Israel. The guy says, you're from Israel. What are you doing here? Free Palestine. The reporter says, you say Palestine, I say Israel. And the fan says, no, no, Israel doesn't exist.
انت من اسرائيل
It's like right here.
وين انت من وين انا من اسرائيل فلسطين انت بتقول فلسطين انا بقول اسرائيل لا فلسطين اسرائيل مش موجود يعطيك العافيه
Israel doesn't exist. Good for them. By the way, the official FIFA World Cup website only has Palestine listed under Asian countries, no Israel. Officially, Qatar does not recognize Israel, but made an exception for Palestinians and Israelis to fly in for the World Cup. Damn. In case you think the Israeli reporters are victims, I can gladly make a thread of Israelis not just ignoring Arab journalists, but actively harassing them on air. This week, Israeli chanted death to Arabs. She was heckled by and verbally assaulted by Israelis in Jerusalem for speaking Arabic.
نعلم بأن هذه سليخة نخلو باش يدور يشير أتم عبر لي زوز مكو
كله عربي يروح لرشا
زوز مكو
لا غتسي
والله
The racism out there, man.
أنت مفيعتي يلا زوز مكو بلغتنا العربية
سنعود إليك
تعكس
مهني. شكرا جزيلا لك. سنكتفي بهذا القدر ونعتذر عن سوء الأخلاق في هذه الصور.
نعلم بأن هذه
Let's see what you say. A Coniston several years ago told me online that I should be wrapped in barbed wire for saying being pro-Meretz, which is a left-wing pro-Palestinian social democratic party inside Israel. Man, we gotta start fighting back these trolls. I'm telling you. If you guys ever have people telling you that kind of stuff, send it to me and I'll tell you what to say. I'm really good at back-talking at people. I'm like the rebel daughter in my family. And I'm really good with talking back. Fuck that. Be like, send over that barbed wire, baby. S&M. Call it BDS. To make sure boycott, divest, and sanction, but then bondage. Like, send over that barbed wire. BDS, bitch. Oh, it was in 2008. Damn. That was before all the BDS, boycott, divest, and sanction stuff. So what do you mean it's not real, John? Is none of this real? Is that whole thing that's not real? Is the world real? Are we real? Is my existence real? What's real? What's not real? I think it'd be easier to say what's not real than what is real. Is not. Oh my God, John, I just got your joke. Wow, I'm done. I should go back to bed. Is not real instead of is real. It took me a second. It's all right. I still got a little bit of blonde in my hair, you know. So I can still be a little bit of my blonde moments. Yeah, again, I totally took me way too long to get that joke. Way too long to get that joke. All right, so what's this? Okay, yeah, find it. Let me know. I'm always down for new videos. Let's see. This one says, fucking John. That was a good one. It was such a good joke that it took me too long to figure it out. So let's see this one. Iran fans draped this guy with a hat and scarf. Even the Israelis found it funny. Okay.
כן, 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 כאילו שמו עליי פה משקפיים, זה פחות או יותר לבל הטירוף שהיה, אבל כאילו, אין דרך להסביר בכלל את מה שהלך באצטדיון, הקהל היה חלק מהמשחק, הוא דחף את השחקנים, והאמת שאיראן הייתה טובה יותר מווילס היום בכל פרמטר, סרדר אזמון שם פגע בקורה ומסר במקום להבקיע בגול הראשון, אם אתם זוכרים, במחצית הראשונה, מה שהיה נבדל, אבל אין מה לעשות, האוהדים האלה של טימלי זה פשוט משהו מטורף, ושוב אני אומר, מונדיאל במזרח התיכון, you can hate it or you can love it, אבל אין דבר כמו מה שהולך עכשיו באחמד ינאלי. תראו איזה מצב הגעתי.
אורי, בא לי לשאול אותך עוד שאלות כדי שנמשיך לדבר וימשיכו לשים עליך פריטים ומרצ'נדייז וצעיפים וכובעים, אבל אנחנו צריכים להמשיך, תודה רבה.
Interesting.
כן, כן, כן.
He said he's gonna keep adding to the thread as more of these undoubtedly come in. So then show me the rest of them. The moment when Israeli occupation forces attacked Palestinian photojournalist. Yeah, that guy definitely had a camera. You can't mistake that. Now we're gonna start getting into the sad stuff of what Israelis do to Palestinians. Gas the press covering, small protest nearby, then they gassed us as we try to drive away. You found it? Okay. Trump was mad that Benjamin Netanyahu congratulated Joe Biden's victory 2 years ago, which is what most heads of state do when presidential can't. Yeah, I know. Because Trump doesn't understand that stuff. So he doesn't understand how politics work and, you know, the niceties that they have to do. Let's see. While Palestinian families are out attending a funeral, this is how Israelis launch themselves into their homes to steal it. Wow. They're literally stealing people's houses while they're out at funerals. That is so fucked. So wrong. Wow, Snoop. You're Dobby. That's kind of cute, though. Little sidetrack. Iranian contribution. Here we go.
What do you think about
فقط هم میره زنونه که مشکی پوشیدن و این حرومزاده های یکم بازی اول ریدن به اعصاب همه رفت.
Iran win. Iran winner. Winner. Where are you from? Huh? Where are you from?
Just a second.
Where are you from?
Germany. I'm from Germany. I'm a German citizen.
Your interview from?
You know why we lost last game? You know why we lost last game? Because of this kind of behavior. We were struggling with ourselves.
آقا ایران برده اومده داره میره. آره دیگه آقا جمع کن بابا. آقا جمع کن. آره. بذار ببینیم اگه چیز میکنم. We are not allowed. Not allowed. Illegal. Israel and interview for international. آقا درخشان آقا درخشان حواست باشه به بچه‌ها. خب اومده بودم برای international.
Good for them. 12-year-old Palestinian girl is assaulted. Never see this on mainstream media. These fucking people are just brutal. There's one more that Les Bones sent to me, and I have not seen this yet, so definitely want to check this out.
אנחנו גזענים כדי לרצות לשמור על החיים שלנו ועל השפיות שלנו. אז אני גאה בלהיות גזענית. אני גאה בלהיות גזענית. אם אני גזענית בשביל לשמור על החיים שלי, אני גאה.
My kids, especially my sons, is not safe here in Israel.
תשים מייקאפ לבן? לא יודע, אני לא יודע, אין לי מושג.
מה אתיופית צריך לעשות? לצאת מהארץ שלנו.
Really quick, shit is wild to see that these like Israelis telling Palestinians and other people like the same thing. Like, do they not realize that they're literally saying the same thing that they were told in World War II by Hitler's people in Germany? Like, you've literally turned into the demon that you were afraid of 75 years ago? It's wild to me that they even talk like that now. Like, I'm sorry, Israel, but you know, Israelis and those people, like you lived long enough to see yourself become the villain. It's sad. It's fucking disgusting. And they see themselves as right, like because their families went through so much in World War II, they feel like they have the right to act like this now. Like, you don't realize that you're literally acting like the same exact people that your family's generations before you ran and escaped from. You're acting like this now to another set of people. Tisk tisk, motherfuckers. These are the people complaining that Yi wants to go napalm on them. Right, exactly. Because they feel like any tiny little miniature threat that happens to them is like a call for genocide on all of them. Like, no, you got yourself out of the genocide situation generations ago. Now start acting like citizens of the world. Start acting like normal citizens, regular people. Stop acting like World War II is still going on and you still have to fight for your life to survive. Like, this isn't Germany, bro. Like, You got your fucking peace. Give these other people their peace and stop acting like Hitler yourself.
מטבע הדברים,
Yeah, I said it.
המוח שלו חושד בו יותר מאשר...
There's a lot, man, ever since I've been doing this show, there's a lot of things that I'm starting to realize that there are some hills that I'm really willing to die on. I don't give a fuck.
הוא היה חושד בו אילו היה מישהו אחר. זה טבעי.
What is natural? What's natural, bro?
כאשר שוטר פוגש חשוד, מטבע הדברים, המוח שלו חושד בו יותר מאשר הוא היה חושד בו אילו היה מישהו אחר. זה טבעי.
אחרי שראש ממשלת ישראל מר בנימין נתניהו הבטיח לנו שוב ושוב שהוא יפתור את בעיית המסתננים. אתה יודע, היום אפרין יש נתון של אלפי לידות בשנה, שזה נתון מטורף לכל מגזר שנמצא בארץ.
Man. Seriously, it's starting to feel like the Israeli people act exactly like the Christian conservatives in America. They're like, you don't like it? Go home, go somewhere else. Like, bro, that was their home before you guys got put over there by fucking Germany or went over there by Germany and England allowed you guys to head over there. So fuck out of here. Like, that was their home first, fuckers. God damn. In America, cancel culture is imposed on anyone who criticizes Israel, no matter how small the criticism is. Like I said, if I've got to die on that hill, I don't give a fuck. Somebody's got to, it's like that. Somebody's got to crawl for somebody else to walk. Somebody else has to fall for somebody else to be able to run. That's the whole point. Like, who's going to be out there doing that shit? Obviously I can't die too much on that hill because I'm a white Karen and I'm not Jewish, but holy fuck, like somebody's got to come out and be like, yo, there's a difference between the religion of what people believe and the actual state of Israel as a government. We do the same thing. Like, we don't like, Sharia law in Saudi Arabia and stuff. Why are we okay with Israel doing the same thing, but in their own way? I guess it's just the same as we're allowing Christians in America to do the same fucking thing here too. So it doesn't feel like too much of a difference. But like I said, if it's a hill that I have to die on, whatever, somebody's got to die on a hill for other people to start running. We can't just keep letting them do this. This is not, it's not like slavery. There wasn't hundreds and hundreds of years of generations of them being forced into work and taken from their homes. And this was like World War II. It was, like a few years. And then they were, they escaped. Like, I'm sorry, but people, Black people in Africa have dealt with a way, way, way worse situations than what, the Jews had to deal with in World War II. And you don't see them going around saying this kind of stuff like, get the fuck off of the land. Like, in America, you don't hear them saying this stuff. That's what you hear conservative white Christian nationalists say. So it's just, Israel has turned themselves into the bad guys. They literally have seen themselves long enough to turn themselves into the villains. And it's disgusting. And I'm probably going to be kicked off of YouTube for this today, but whatever. Longer break. Woo! More breaks. These imperialists still send people from the US to take Palestinian homes. Murder runs everything. Exactly. Abso-fucking-lutely it does. It's wild to me that these people are getting away with this. Like this girl right here, we're racist because we want to preserve our lives in our country. So you literally have turned yourself into Nazis just so you can preserve yourself. I don't get it. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Look at that. African asylum seeker protests his imminent deportation from Israel. It says, now I'm white. Will you deport me? The kind of shit that they have to do, man. Telegram doesn't censor. Oh, that they're on Telegram. Okay. I mean, people are seeing it. People see it. I just don't understand why they're still like how they are. I guess it's the same way here too. Like people talk shit about Americans and how stupid and dumb and full of ourselves we are while we go around thinking that we're the shit. So there we go. See, my grandpa didn't survive Auschwitz to bomb Gaza. Interesting. The big lie. Oh God, who the fuck is this guy? Israel is an apartheid state. If you ever wondered what you'd do during slavery, the Holocaust, or civil rights movement, you're doing it right now. Ooh. Yeah, I know it's funny, but it's fucking true. Like, the only way you can survive in this world is if you have a white fucking face, and it's bullshit. Imagine being suspended for calling out racism and they call you an anti-Semite on top of that. Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for it. It'll probably come eventually for me, but you know. And see, and then you got these two, like the Black Hebrew Israelites chanting, "We are the real Jews, time to wake up." That's been going around too. I know that the guys at the Political Matrix YouTube show, they've been going over that. I guess there's like a book or something that they've been going over. It's like in 4 parts already. It's incredible. See if there's any more of this. That's like a whole. Yeah, I agree. It's got to be something along that line. It's got to be like it's got to be some form of tactic, some kind of strategy where you even talk bad about the government of Israel and they're like, "Oh no, you're an anti-Semite." Like, okay. If that's what you think. That's what we gotta stop caring about what other people think about us. Way easier to die on hills than stop caring about what others think about us. Like, if you know that you're not an anti-Semite, then that's all that really matters. Who cares? That's what a block button is for. Out of sight, out of mind, bitches. That's a good number of them. And who's to say there isn't, you know, the Black Israelites as well? Who's to say there isn't? These guys are out there saying it. Kanye's out there saying it. Shit. But I'm pretty sure that out in Israel, those people out there, they'll be like, "Oh, no. We ain't having that. We ain't doing that." Because they're racist as shit. Same video. It's crazy. Fucking Twitter is off the hook as well. You know Twitter. It's crazy. Somebody was like, "Jesus was black?" You do know where the Middle East is, right? I'm pretty sure Jesus wasn't white. It is. It's definitely scaring the crap out of the elites because people are starting to wake up a bit. You know, I know a lot of even regular white people are like hearing about a lot of this, you know, the Black Hebrew Israelites, Palestinians, everything that's happening, and they don't want to say anything. They're just super, super quiet, and they get super scared when people talk about this. So somebody's got to be out there talking about it because everybody tiptoes over, you know, the anti-Semite thing, but we know we're not anti-Semites. If anything, we're like an equal opportunity religion hater, you know? That's what we are. Like, you want to sit there and say that I'm trying to pick on, or one of us, you know, all of us, whatever, is trying to pick on one religion and, you know, we're against the Jews and stuff like that. But I'm an equal opportunity hater for all religions. I mean, I hate your religion just as much as I hate all the rest of them. So you're no fucking special. And I'm not picking you out because I'll sit here and talk shit about Catholics too. I'll talk shit about Christians. I'll sit and talk shit about the Muslim religion. I'll talk shit about all of it. Yours is no special. It's just yours is what's in the spotlight right now. And you're doing some dirty ass shit. You need to get called out. Why do these guys get to get away with everything, but everybody else gets called out? Why does Kanye get called out? Why does everybody else, and those things and those people get, like us, independent media sphere people like Willie get called out for that kind of stuff when it's fucking them. They're the ones that are actually doing the problem. Like I said, I think I'm willing to die on that hill. It's funding Nazis. Yeah, see, and we're out there funding Nazis as well. So, how are we going to sit there and yeah. No, yeah. Like I said, I might be dying on this hill this week. Is funding Nazis anti-Semitic? I mean, I guess to them it would be. Just funding Nazis, period, is pretty wrong. So you just don't do it. Don't do that at all. The government gave their religion the black title. I'm sure they are just Hebrew Israelites. Oh, okay, because of the black Hebrew Israelites right there. Okay, that makes sense. No, that totally makes sense because, yeah, our government, America, most of the first world countries have to add like a color into everything to kind of separate it from what it is. So, yeah, you're right. And that's what, even like the political matrix and all of them are even saying is like, there is no black title there. It's just we are the original Hebrew Israelite. So, yeah, more, white people taking over things that don't belong to them, including religion. So, like what the Christians did with paganism. So it's it's the same. Thinking of tweeting something, but you may get canceled. Send it to me in Discord first. Maybe we can get canceled together. Fuck all damn. This is cool though. This is the kind of stuff I like to see. Seeing them out there marching, standing up for what's actually correct instead of what the white man's story is. Because, history is always written by the winner. And for some reason in the last, 600 to 1,000 years, the white man has been the winner of everything. So that's all we've got is the stories of the white man. And it's good to see that the culture of others has actually stayed and it's still there, and there's people out there that still believe it and still are willing to fight for it. So I think I might be like starting to, I mean, even though I don't want Kanye to run for office or run for president, like I kind of get when it comes to like the whole Hebrew, the Israelite stuff and all of that. I get it. I don't get when he gets really anti-Semitic, about the Jews, but I get it. You can't send it to you. You may cancel. You need to explain yourself first. Oh no. Just send it to me. I'll figure it out. And then you got haters up in the comments, like more than two genders. And then they do the male, like, you're such a fucking hater just because this website doesn't have an option to put more genders in there. Is that science now? Is this website, whatever website this is? Oh my God, the people, I swear. Their comparisons of things is just stupid. It's absolutely stupid. Like, okay, because this website right here only has male, female as a gender, then that means that's science and we have to live by that. And you're gonna do that. It's so stupid. Oh my God, I have the hiccups. That's not good. What else is there? I'm gonna bring back up the Richard Medhurst one because we were going through those. We'll check these out and see if there's any more. See what this is.
Bro. You know who I believe in?
What?
Allahu Akbar. Israel got to free Palestine first.
Wait, what do you mean?
They got to free Palestine first. Hey, free Palestine! Free Palestine, you piece of
Palestine, I am Arabic, you.
Free Palestine! Shut up! Where you from?
Me, I'm from Palestine.
Oh, you from Palestine? Yo, hey, yo, just build up the free Palestinians in the chat. So you're Muslim?
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar! Israel! Israel! Free Palestine, man. Hey, where y'all from?
Israel, man.
Hey, bro, play a beat. I say, free Palestine, boy, you need to do it. Israel is the country that you really need to do it. Don't interrupt my rap. Free Palestine, that's what you need to do that. Yeah, bro. Where you live?
I live in Israel.
Free Palestine, man. Hey, y'all from
This
Israel?
guy's a troll. Yeah. I love it.
Free Palestine! It ain't funny? Free Palestine! Yo, what's good? You're from Israel?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, free Palestine, my man, all right? Free Palestine, bro. Everybody in chest to be on free Palestine, bro. Where are you from?
I'm from Israel.
He's playing
Hey, free
Fortnite.
Palestine!
No, we need to make peace in the love. You know, it's no free Palestine, no free.
Free Palestine!
You didn't think you'd see Speed on the stream today? This is the kind of energy that I want to bring. That guy is my fucking hero. Now you need to get high. You know who this is, Last Bones? Speed is wild. I don't know who this kid is, but man, he's got the energy that we need for sure. He plays a lot of Fortnite. I can tell by like the background. Like that's Fortnite right there. That's definitely a 1v1. He's 1v1ing in that. Yeah, he's doing a build battle with somebody in that video. That's fucking hilarious. This guy is a G. Oh, some more? Oh no, these are the same guys. Right?
This?
Yes.
For Israel.
No.
Is he really popular right now? Okay.
Why? Arabic.
That guy's great. Should we watch him again?
Free Palestine, boy, you need to do it. Israel is the country that you really need to do it. Don't interrupt my rap. Free Palestine, that's what you need to do that. Yeah, bro. Where you live?
I live in Israel.
Free Palestine, man. Hey, y'all from Israel?
Yeah. You love
Free Palestine! It ain't funny? Free Palestine!
What's
Yo, what's
up
good?
with
You from Israel?
Yeah.
Hey, bro, free Palestine, my man, all right? Free Palestine, bro. Everybody in chest to be on free Palestine, bro. Where are you from?
I'm from Israel.
Hey, free Palestine!
No, we need to make peace in the love. You know, it's no free Palestine, no free.
Free Palestine!
Fuck yeah. That's the energy right
Israel?
there. That energy at the end right there, that's what we fucking need. We need that energy. Right, this person's correct. Maybe it has to do with something like this, because this was Palestine in 1946 when the Israelis, or when the Jews were moved over here from Germany. This is how they started to grow, started moving Palestine into smaller and smaller areas. And now this is literally what an apartheid is. That is, this picture right here is literally what an apartheid is. If anyone doesn't know, just saying. I don't know if you guys ever read history books about Africa and the apartheids there, but it's the same, but it's in 2022. So just saying. He has 3 million subs. Jesus Christ. Well, look at him. Look at that energy he brings. He's amazing. This was a Japan fan, okay, that we saw first. That's right. Get it. Let's see. To all those Israel journalists complaining about their treatment in Qatar, they should try being a Palestine in Israel, or journalist in Israel.
في المقابل ايضا هناك كما ترون من خلفي الكثير من الهتافات التي تطالب رئيس الوزراء الاسرائيلي بنيامين نتنياهو بان يقدم استقالته وطالبت كذلك
نسمعك ربما بصعوبة، ربما تترجم لنا ما يتحدثون من خلفك. نعم محمد.
I don't know what they're saying behind it, but definitely not pro-Palestine.
وهذه المجموعات العنصرية التي تطالب بالانتقام من الفلسطينيين، هذا هو المشهد كما ترى الصورة يمكن لها أن تبلغ.
نعم.
I mean, it doesn't. They try to put like a little Jewish cap thing on him too. Wow, they're so fucking rude. And that guy on the speed video too. The guy on the speed video was like, no, free Palestine. We need to bring peace. You ain't bringing peace, Israelis. You ain't bringing no peace whatsoever. So why don't you start looking at yourself before you start blaming other people? So let's see what this person says. Why wasn't I invited to discuss the murder of a Palestinian? Why is it always when Israelis are harmed? During an interview with Channel 4 News, Palestine ambassador to the UK, Hassam Zamlat, was questioned on the twin bomb attacks in Jerusalem, which killed an Israeli teenager.
What is the Palestinian Authority going to do about today's attacks?
You know, the media would invite me when an Israeli is harmed. But why wasn't I invited to discuss the murder of a Palestinian boy or girl only in the last 48 hours? Why is it always when Israelis are harmed? Now, this is also about how this whole conflict is perceived. When the international media will stop portraying this as a clash or as confrontation, not as a people under oppression that has the right to resist illegality. Every life lost is a tragedy. And we know this best, we the Palestinian people, because only this month, 11 Palestinians were killed by the state-sponsored occupying army, including 5 children. We have been set on focusing on the root cause of all this, set on how do we break away from this 75-year-old deadly cycle.
What is the Palestinian Authority going to do about today's attacks?
You know, the media would invite me when an Israeli...
He ain't lying. This is a really, really, really good thread. There's some more. Hold on. Let's watch Steve.
Where are you from? I'm from Israel. Oh, you from Israel? Hey, free Palestine, bitch! No, free Palestine. What are you saying? What do you mean? What are you saying? Bro, what do you mean by free Palestine? You know, we just want to make peace together, you know. What? Oh, hell nah. Free Palestine, nigga. What the fuck? Nah, bro. Just, you know, we need to make peace in the love. You know, it's no free Palestine. No free Palestine! Nah. Free Palestine! Speed, shut the fuck up! You shut up and free Palestine! Nah. Freedom! Speed.
Did you hear the other guy? The other guy said, shut the fuck up. That they're faking it. They're totally faking. They're all like, no, we need peace in the Middle East. We need peace. As soon as you say anything about freeing human beings from an apartheid state, the guy automatically got mad and was like, shut the fuck up. Do you hear him? He fucking said that to Speed. So it just goes to show that they're not for peace. They just want these people to shut up so they can have their lives. Fuck out of here.
Speed. Hold on, let me explain. Speed, let me...
Speed is my fucking hero. I love that boy. Whoever he is, I fucking love him. He's awesome. We need to be more like Speed. And see, the UN always agrees that Palestine, the illegal occupation of Palestine, is illegal. They always agree to that every year, and then they don't do anything about it. Never do anything about it. What the fuck? So what's this one?
Worry about me.
No.
Woo, that'll do it. You don't have to worry about me. You do not have to worry about me. Now. Now. Woo, that.
You gotta love Twitter. Rejected, abandoned, and deserted.
قناة اليهود جايين عندنا يصورون طبعا ما حد بيعمل لقاءات عندهم.
Nobody wants to talk to you because you suck.
يلا يلا ارفع لفلسطين ارفع لفلسطين.
That's right.
يلا.
Show that Palestine flag.
صورة. هذا العلم الفلسطيني، هذه إسرائيل. سلام. ويلكم فلسطين. فلسطين. فلسطين.
Yeah, I'm here for the energy.
فلسطين. فلسطين. فلسطين.
I'm here for it.
فلسطين. 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 What are you doing here? What are you doing? Go out! Out!
Why you are scared, huh? This is by natural, huh?
Nobody with you. يلا يلا إسرائيلي برا. يلا 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 إسرائيلي برا. إسرائيلي برا.
They're
يلا
fucking
يلا
getting
يلا
roasted over there.
إسرائيلي برا. يلا 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 إسرائيلي برا. إسرائيلي برا.
Oh God, that is just too good. It is just way too good to see them getting the comeuppance that they've been showing to everyone else. I mean, you do this shit publicly. What do you expect people to think of you? That is great. Another fucking Twitter thing, too. Another thing that I'm like pretty much willing to die. Another hill I'm willing to die on, too, is ending the violence on trans people. Jesus Christ, this one as well. This one, man, talk about, yeah, I think today is like the Jimmy being canceled day, because I think I'm like, I was thinking about it all this weekend too, because last week I said something. Well, I was talking about like how we can, if there's a way that we can get violent, but without like, the violence part, like politicians and stuff need to start being scared of us and being afraid of what we're going to do instead of doing what they want and telling us, bullshit after bullshit story of what they're going to do for us, but never actually do it. They need to be afraid of us and do stuff. And so I figured like this whole week I've been thinking like, what am I like willing to die on these kinds of hills and things like that. And I think, fuck it. Like if I am going to die on hills, at least it's about things that I care about and that I love. And I at least have years and years of experience of talking about this kind of stuff to where I have a little bit of a tool belt underneath me to be able to fight this stuff with verbal arguments. So here's another one that happened this weekend. Noah, the stigma fighter, he is a friend of mine. I do volunteer over at Trans Radical Activist Network, which is TRAN for short. They have their own YouTube channel. They're doing their own little media stuff. They're out there being activists. My own friend, our friend here over at KRTD, and my personal friend as well, Sakuru, is also a part of TRAN. They've just been, fighting against, that's why his name is Noah the Stigma Fighter. He fights against the stigmas. He fights against what people think about the LGBTQ plus community. And he started getting into finding out about GAG and finding there's, I guess, local people out here, because he lives out here in California as well. I think he lives up in the Bay Area, though. But down here out in Riverside, California, there is a couple of groups. One of them is GAG, and the other one is a female one, the Mothers for something or other. But GAG is Gays Against Groomers. It's a bunch of old white people, conservatives who think gays are grooming children. Noah has a daughter who is, I believe, is also trans. So this is definitely something up Gag's alley for them to go after. And now they have officially started to go after my friend Noah and is doxing him and threatening him now. So this is ridiculous, what is going on with these people. Like I said earlier, another hill I'm willing to die on. And if it's a bunch of old conservatives going after LGBTQ plus and the fact that calling them groomers, bring it. Like, fucking bring it. I'm sorry. Before I even get into this whole topic thing, I want people to realize, all 6 of you that are here, if you hear anything about these people that are talking about, gay people or groomers and stuff, I've lived with my gay aunt a lot of my life. Moved in with her when I was 15, 16 years old. I was with her a lot. My aunt has been gay her whole life, has been married to my Aunt Jerry. I grew up as a child with knowing my Aunt Susie and Jerry my whole fucking life. Before I even knew what gay was, they were just, it was just them. They were just a couple. There was never any pressure for me to do anything like that. I from my own personal, like, even though it's my own anecdotal evidence and it's my own personal experience, being raised up with a full-blown gay woman in my family who dressed like a dude. My aunt, I don't know, if I don't think she considers herself a man, but she used to always talk about, growing chin hairs and things like that. That were just a part of her, a part of her life. That was she was doing. Starts with the Catholic Church groomers, which is crazy because even my aunt is a Catholic. She goes to church every Saturday, and does the Catholic stuff. They never groomed me. I never once have been groomed by my aunt to become a gay person. Not once, ever, never, ever, ever, ever. So there is my proof, like, at least in my own head, like, how can you say that gays are groomers when I was literally practically raised by one, and it doesn't even matter if I turned out gay or not. Like, I wasn't made that way. There was never, like, my aunt never, like, sat me down and was like, all right, you need to start dating women, Jimmy. Like, it just never fucking happened. I literally never even talked about that kind of stuff with my aunts. Just never got brought up. The only time it ever was brought up was when, which is a really good point too, I had a friend, his name is Shane. He's a trans man. He's one of my best friends that I grew up with as a child. When he was still the opposite gender, he was still a female. And he was going through some really hard times. He was also becoming religious as well. And he wanted to make sure that he would be able to go to heaven, even though he is gay. That was his biggest fear, was that he can't control who he loves. But he still wanted to be able to go to heaven and to know that, who he loved and being gay was correct. So I called my aunt. And we had a 3-way conversation with my aunt. And my aunt made a really, really, really good point that involves religion. So if you're ever arguing with religious people and they're saying that gay is wrong, just remind them that if God created everything and everything was made in God's eyes, okay? Just speaking on that part, because I'm not religious, but it is a good point to make towards religious people. If God made everything in his eyes and everything is perfect in his eyes, not including humans, because obviously humans are flawed, but if you look at the animal kingdom is supposedly God's beautiful creatures, supposed to be perfect. They don't have morals. They don't have knowledge. They don't have anything like that to tell them what's right or wrong. They just do what the animal kingdom, the basic animal instincts tell them to do in the animal kingdom. So if anything is exactly how God's plan should be without the mistakes of what human consciousness can make of the whole, quote unquote, free will of Christianity and Catholicism and religion, then why are there gay animals in the animal kingdom? Why are there birds that sleep with the same sex? Why are there dolphins that sleep with the same sex? Why are there dolphins that procreate with multiple partners? They are very frugal in their sexual experience. They're very frivolous, you know. They are very open with that. So, you know, is that wrong? Is our, you know, our is God's creation then not as perfect as you say it is? If the animal kingdom is just as gay as the human kingdom, then why is, you know, like, I could understand, you know, the flaws and stuff of humans because of free will, but animals, in at least God's eyes, didn't get that free will that humans got. So why is there gay animals? Why, you know? And that was what helped my aunt explain to my friend that it's okay to love who you love and still be in a religion with them. And I always thought of it, and I remembered it as a good fighting point and a good arguing point for anybody who was ever anti-LGBTQ plus that was religious. I don't think I've ever really had anybody coming up to me saying anything like that personally. I don't think anybody has the guts enough to ever say that to me personally. If they do, tell them to bring it, because I don't care. But that's probably one of the excuses or one of the examples that I would use in the religion thing. And it's helped. My whole family is, other than me, my whole family is super religious, and we love my aunt. You know, there is no, they understand that that's not part of their religion. It would make me want to even not be that religion anymore, finding out that this is how they think and this is wrong and it's not the correct way, but there's still people in that religion that think that. It would make me move out of that religion and not want to be a part of it anymore, because you got like all these things, you know, quote unquote correct, but then like this stuff is wrong. So why would you, but it's such a major part of the religion, so why would you even be a part of that religion if that's such a big part that you know is wrong? So getting onto it, your brother and son never groomed anyone. Exactly. Equating gay people with pedos is such a nonsensical, malicious myth. Exactly. As a perfectionist, someone messed up. Right. So this is what's happening with Noah. He says he said this, I think it was this morning. Before I leave Twitter, I just want to say it has been an honor and a privilege to meet wonderful people. If anything happens to me, just know you are loved, and thank you for educating me. Here is the article about it. He even got an article written about it on the IllinoisEagle.com. Here, let me bring this up so I can show you, because I popped it open, but it doesn't want to switch it. Okay, so here is that. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see. So Gays Against Groomers has taken aim at a former Champaign resident who dared to challenge their claims. Noah, whose last name is being withheld, has posted a TikTok video pushing back against a call by the group to go after the Trevor Project. In response, GAG went after him, of course. So GAG has risen to prominence along with other anti-LGBTQ groups, just such as Moms for Liberty. There it is, MFL, Moms for Liberty. Within the past couple of years, and like MFL and GAG GAG has been particularly focused on drag queens and transgender people's access to affirming care. They claim to be against the sexualization, indoctrination, and medicalization of children. According to the About page on their website, they claim that the LGBTQ rights movement has been hijacked by radical activists pushing an extreme agenda, which they say include drag queen story hours and inclusive education. GAG also claims that majority of gay people support them. Can we make this bigger? Let's see. I guess I can make it a little bit bigger. Here we go. All right. So Gays Against Groomers says, breaking, our organization took a deep dive, investigative look into trevorspace.org, a pedophile's paradise. What we found will shock you. It's a must read. Your children are not safe. Then Alejandra said, not satisfied, wanting more mass shootings at LGBTQ bars on Tucker Carlson. Jamie Michael is now going after Trevor Project. an LGBTQ suicide hotline and calling them pedophiles. Make no mistake, they want more LGBTQ plus people dead. So Gays Against Groomers screenshotted it and put up their own Twitter saying that tell us you support pedo without telling us you support it. They said we expose a network that provides a place for groomers and predators to speak young, vulnerable, confused children about sexuality. If you read the article and are okay with that, you're the problem. Oh, this is okay. So they're saying this is the tweet that started everything. One of GAG's latest targets is the Trevor Project. It was founded in 1998 when the creators of Trevor, a short film about a teenager struggling with being gay and considering suicide, found out there was no hotline for LGBTQ youth in crisis to call. Since then, they've grown into research in the mental health of those youth and expanded the ways that youth can reach out, including phone, text, and chat. They also established Trevor Space, an online community for them that is monitored to keep it at age appropriate and safe. According to GAG, it's a pedophile paradise. Similar claims have been made by the extremist right-wing newspaper Epoch Time and mainstream New York Post. Noah pushed back on this. That's when GAG went after him. So here is Noah's thing, his little video on it. Let's watch my buddy Noah.
I'm starting to really hate this country, and you're about to find out why. So the Trevor Project is actually getting attacked right now, and where my stance is about this is the Trevor Project does really great work. They provide up-to-date statistics, as well as they provide a space for LGBTQIA plus youth when they're experiencing a mental health crisis. Celeste Filer, who is a parent but also the head of the Moms for Liberty chapter in Riverside County, initiated calling the police on them. She was referred to the Anti-Human Trafficking Task Force, and which, by the way, heads up, they actually dismissed this because they obviously found that none of these said behaviors she was complaining about were found. She stated, I took a deep dive into the site, and my findings, I believe, are consistent with predators in chat rooms with minor children, which opens dangerous doors to child trafficking, children being exploited, and missing children, she said. I take this issue very personally because I actually volunteered for the Trevor Project, and they have done nothing but help the LGBTQIA plus youth. This same hate group, as well as other hate groups, are actually threatening teachers out here in California right now, and honestly, that needs to be discussed as well. I highly want to emphasize, again, these bigots don't care about children at all. Please continue to educate and also support the Trevor Project.
So there's his TikTok that he did on it. So he said that he was looking into Gays Against Groomers. They've been going after Trevor Project, making false claims. He's made a video about it. They showed up on his thread on Twitter and was promoting to people that he is now being called a P word. So what followed was social media attacks against him, including YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok, many calling him a P word and making threats. They even said that his sock hat had the colors of the P flag, which is this hat right here that he's wearing. Sukuru made that for him, just so everybody knows. It's fucking disgusting what they're saying. They even said, but it doesn't. The hat has two separate flags knitted into it: the trans pride flag and the pansexual flag. A gallery is below. We blacked out Noah's social media names to prevent further attacks. So here's what's going on. Let me open this up a little bit so we can look at it. This tweet says it's unavailable, and then he retweeted it. Says, wow, but you still make up a bunch of garbage bullshit. You should be ashamed of wanting to cause mental harm. For many youth, you are letting children find shit out. How about not being authoritarian? GAG says, you should be ashamed of supporting a website that encourages children to meet up with strangers and have sexual conversations with adults. Shame on you. Wow, the words they're coming out with. And they're trying to say that he's a MAP. See, it says minor attracted person flag, MAP. And I guess those are supposed to be the colors, which the LGBTQ plus people don't even consider these MAP people even a part of them. It's just the MAP people trying to be a part of them so that the way they can get cover for being pedophiles. So there's a person being a jerk. There's another person. Wow, these people. LGB needs to divorce from the TQ, all the decades of work to be treated like normal people, only to be co-opted by pirates in a couple of years. That's the MAPS people that are co-opting, sorry. The left is literally calling all LGB pedos now to give the pedos gay armor. Someone should call the FBI to investigate. They're saying they would say it's Russian disinformation. This person said to the wood chipper. This one said, good catch. It's the only online equivalent of the creepy dude in the van offering. I'm pretty sure this guy right here, like super hangry Putina, is a fucking dude in a creepy van. His website's unreadable. Could it possibly be the pan and trans flag colors? Thank you. Show us your hard drive. This person says it doesn't look good. This person says gross. Twitter account lockdowns. This person said wow. This person said yikes. More. I love how you guys just completely destroy them with their own post. I shouldn't laugh, but watching that video and getting slightly irritated, scrolling down and then seeing this is just funny. See, how are you guys, man? Like, you guys say that you're such a loving, caring religion, but then you do this kind of shit. Like, trans people are not pedos. Like, what the fuck is your problem? Seriously, what the fuck is your problem? Seriously, what the fuck is your problem? There's just so many. Like, see, they even did it. Dude looks like a how fucking dare you? Kill pedos. Like, I can't believe they even did this to Noah. This is disgusting. Poor fucking Noah, man. He does not deserve any of this. Noah, who is originally from Champaign, now lives in the Bay Area, is a founder of the Tran, which works to organize grassroots efforts against transphobia. A large number of retweets and DMs forced Noah to set all of his social medias to private. His biggest concern is for his child, who has already been outed in some of the videos coming after him. He said, I blocked Gag because they put that pic out there, not because of anything they said. I've been going online asking others to help because my life is in danger. I've also been blocking the MAGAs that have been retweeting me and attempting to follow me. My account is now private. Gag follows have already started working on doxing Noah, linking his Twitter and TikTok accounts. The trans website has also been taken offline to prevent spam attacks. All of this has built just since Saturday, when Noah was forced to batten down less than 24 hours after the first tweet. For now, Noah and Tran will be laying low to avoid being driven completely off social media. However, these tactics are common methods used against LGBT activists and organizations. In 2022, ADL Online Hate and Harassment Report found that 66% of LGBT users experience harassment online, with 54% of LGBTQ users reporting severe harassment, including sustained harassment, stalking, or doxing. GLAAD found that 84% of LGBTQ adults agree that there is not enough protection on social media to prevent discrimination, harassment, and disinformation. 40% of all LGBTQ adults and 49% of transgender and non-binary people do not feel welcome and safe on social media. They say that a lot on there. I have to give them that. Noah is calling on other LGBTQ organizations to call out Gag. The Gag makes claims that they speak for the majority of the community when they truly don't, he said. You know, that's a good question, actually. What is Gag? Oh, wrong Gag, you stupid. That's the wrong Gag. Oh, shit. Let's see, ADL. Weren't they just saying something about ADL? Gays Against Groomer founder blame trans healthcare. Gays Against Groomers blames gender affirming care. Grooming conspiracy theory. Gays Against Groomers say Venmo and PayPal is shut down. Gays Against Groomers, there's no such thing. Blames trans healthcare for the Club Q shootings. Oh my God. Extremist politicians ramp up harmful anti-LGBTQ plus rhetoric ahead of 2022 elections. New reports from human rights campaigns. They were deplatformed from Google, looks like.
The controversial Gays Against Groomers Twitter account has been banned from Venmo, PayPal, and Google after critics accuse the account
Yeah,
of
well, you know what? They're going to hate me because my pronouns is chocolate, her, she. Fuckers.
anti-transgender hate speech.
The group, which describes itself as, quote, a coalition of gays against the sexualization, indoctrination, and medicalization of children, tweeted in response to their deplatforming yesterday, quote, we are an organization that consists entirely of gay people whose only mission is to safeguard children from abuse. Woke homophobia is real, folks. They continued, quote, big tech is coordinating a massive attack on our organization for trying to protect children. This is insane.
They're not protecting
And it's hard to see any kind of justification from the companies.
Like, they need to seriously, right? Her, she. That's my pronouns. I'm chocolate, her, she. But this is the problem, though, that these Gays Against Groomers like have is like you're sitting there wanting to protect these children that aren't even yours. They're not your fucking kids, for one. Okay. And then for two, why don't you worry about your own damn kids? Like, what the fuck is your kid doing? Please, what's your kid doing right now? Do you know where your kid's at? There's fucking like commercials from the 70s for white regular American regular, like the nuclear family. Like in the 70s, there's commercials like, do you know where your kid is? Don't tell me that your parenting is so much better than a gay person's parenting just because they're gay and you think that your parenting is better than them because they're gay. Absolutely fucking not. It's disgusting. It's crazy to me. They're like, we're trying to protect children. You've never protected children during like the last 1,000 years. Like, when, please tell me, in you, at least in the couple hundred years that the United States have been around, when have you tried to protect children? Was that when you were making them work, like, you know, at the age of 5, that we had to actually create a law against because you were okay with it? Or is it beating children into submission and telling them to listen, to always be or to always be seen but never be heard? Is that when you cared about children? What about you know, actually, you know, making laws against weapons and stuff? Because, you know, kids get kidnapped and murdered with weapons all the time. I mean, look at what's happening in schools right now for the last 10 to 15 years. So please tell me where you actually care about children, because it just seems to me like you're just going after the LGBTQ plus people because in your reformatted Bible it tells you to. So that's what I want to know. Like, please tell me in history when you actually gave a shit about children, because I don't see it. I don't see it anywhere. Because your kid was raised, you raised your kid, you think that all children are raised like that? No.
That are the social media companies, the financial transaction companies that have taken action against them.
I agree.
I'm not really seeing a tangible accusation.
And it's always the religious ones too, like the Catholic religion, like the Catholic, you know, just even speaking on Catholic religion alone, like those people wanting to save children against, you know, LGBTQ plus and calling them groomers and stuff. Like, do you not realize that the number one cause of harming children in a sexually violent way is priests in the Catholic Church? They even make movies and stuff about it. It's so normal. Like, you're just going to normalize that and be okay with it and put a blind eye to it. But a gay person comes into a life or has a fucking child and you're like, oh no, they're grooming the kid. Fuck out of here. Just like the anti-gay pastors who we come to find out are super gay and get caught. Yep, exactly. Even in the Christian religion, my church that I grew up in, we didn't. No, our pastor got in trouble for cheating on his wife with one of the girls at the church. It happens more often than you think.
of what exactly they did wrong that says they violated the user agreements of Venmo and PayPal. Look, they're clearly like libs of TikTok. That is, I think, the best parallel for what they're doing. They're kind of calling out trans gender surgeries and trans, teachers talking about in kinds of videos.
And maybe, I don't know if we have that cartoon we can pull up as an example of the kind of content they post. But yeah, they
I want to read it. The Nazis did horrible, unnecessary surgeries on their children to further their twisted ideology. Alien says, that's terrible. What the fuck? Because aliens. Oh, God. Oh, God. The Nazis did horrible stuff on them, but it was more like out there stuff, like twins and shit. And we didn't really stop them either in World War II. Like, didn't we pay for both sides of the war? So please tell me where in history have we tried to protect children?
They basically are against, transition surgery for at least for minors, and they,
Yeah, my point being is I don't know what's uniquely so pernicious about this that they're not allowed to do it or that they're going to be punished for doing it. I mean, these companies can be opaque, I guess, if they want, but it doesn't seem like a good or defensible move to me. They're not even trying to defend it. They're not saying, here's the thing they did that is just unconscionable, that, we consider harassment to some degree, that is, that violates some legal principle or some user principle we would have.
Yeah, so what Glenn Greenwald has pointed out is that regardless of what you think of the group, he's tweeted, it makes no difference what you think of this group. What you're seeing here is the new and much more alarming frontier of corporate censorship, banishment from the financial system for having the wrong ideology, Trudeau's freezing of protesters' bank accounts preview this. And I think that that's perfectly legitimate, as we've talked about, as I talked about in a recent radar. So much of the focus of, government oppression, the FBI overreach, et cetera, has been focused on the left. So I think it makes sense for leftists in particular to be really wary of companies' ability to basically advance the political interests of the prevailing majorities. There's a separate question here about the institution itself. Obviously, I think that characterizing itself, naming itself gays against groomers when none of the content seems to really be about grooming is another example of the right kind of using what we all feel, which is revulsion about the idea of sexualizing or sexually abusing children, to make a different kind of critique against trans people, against LGBT people.
I also don't really understand what this group is raising money for, to be clear. This is a group that has only existed for 3 months. Libs of TikTok is just like one person who's doing all of this. What is this? So I know who's behind this organization. I think it's a woman, a lesbian, who was on Tucker. I don't know if we have the clip of that. She was on. I saw that interview with you, or I at least saw that it happened on social media. I don't know what are they organizing? Are they doing activism, or is it just? I mean, they're selling merchandise if you go to their website.
I mean, look,
so if it's some kind of cynical cash grab against the transgender movement, then. But I would still say I don't know why they're not that's like the Black Lives Matter movement engages in some cynical cash grabbing. We've all had criticism of that. Yeah. I saw Sean King just got himself, or there was some reporting on him. Did you see that yesterday? There's some damning reporting on him in either the Huffington Post or BuzzFeed or maybe the Daily Beast, some otherwise sympathetic.
Yeah, I'm not sure what these gays against groomers.
I'm not bringing that up for any reason.
Are about, but I do think that if there's a way that doing stuff like this, cutting off their financials, basically empowers them and takes them from being 100%. A nothing group to a group that now people want to fund. A similar thing happened with the rhetoric around, the Kenosha shooter young man, Kyle Rittenhouse, that some of the reporting, which initially wasn't very accurate about who he shot and a lot of misinformation going on there, caused people to lend him, I would argue, more sympathy than he actually warranted, having, killed people. And so if I wanted to boost my movement as an anti-trans movement, I think baiting financial institutions and people that are perceived to have liberal values into having these kinds of moments of overreach is exactly the right plan.
100%. And that is such a valid point. Thank you for raising it. Yes, that is I wish mainstream or slightly liberal or progressive organizations, media, companies would understand that trying to crush these sorts of things can and has backfired so dramatically, because you make it sound like, well, you attract people to it. Like now this is the forbidden truth that the powers that be are trying to stop you from hearing. Why, if it's so wrong, why can't they just let you hear it? And that is a persuasive argument. And this group has gained tons of followers. It's going to have another different financial model. People are going to hear more about it and be drawn to it because you tried to silence it. So it's just such a bad tactic. Absent some legitimate reason, where did they dox someone? Did they violate some obvious user?
I agree. We shouldn't just try to silence them and cut them off completely. We should be fighting against them. I completely agree with what he says. Somebody's got to be out there to be like, no, you're wrong. He's absolutely right. The more that we try to silence them and try to shut them down and keep them quiet, the more people are going to be like, oh, there's a conspiracy around this. We need to start following it. No, let's not sit there and try to shut them off and just, try to keep them out, because that's exactly what they're trying to do to the LGBTQ community now. We need to fight them. We need to fight them back. We need to tell them that their fucking opinion is wrong and give them the examples that they need to hear to help them realize that what they're thinking is completely wrong.
Their policy, are they engaged in some kind of financial fraud? They're not claiming any of that. It just sounds like they're engaged in anti-trans rhetoric and we don't like that. So we're going to punish that, even though we wouldn't generally punish speech or anything else. They don't have a general policy against that kind of thing. Very, very bad idea. Very bad idea. Backfires.
Yeah. Well, to that end, the algorithm is trying
It definitely does usually backfire when it comes to these white people. They're like, oh, the regular lefties don't like this, then there's something good about it and we got to be a part of it. That's exactly what they do. Wow. Gag is ridiculous. And the things that they did to fucking Noah too, here he kept going after he shared this, he kept going with this right here. He says, I have a strong feeling I won't be living long, so I wanted to make a goodbye post just in case. Until I die, I will continue to spread awareness about gays against groomers. They are harmful to our community. They are also an OP. Bigots will not stop me. However, since my safety is at risk, I'm going into hiding. I'm also staying the fuck off this platform because it's clear that this platform is not safe for trans people. I will never forget you all. If any of my moots want to come, contact me. I'm leaving my page up because I want everyone to see what the gays against groomers and their minions caused. I will also remain loud and proud. I encourage you all to continue to be loud and proud. Keep debunking misinformation. Love you all. This person said it's awful. It's sad to see these hateful bullies are coming after you. They're horrible. I've always appreciated your advocacy. He said, just to be clear, my activism will not stop. I will continue to use my voice as I refuse to be silent. Gag is horrible, people. And if we want to go down the biblical route, they will reap what they sow. Amen. I will do whatever I can to get justice and help my trans non-binary siblings. Stay safe, Noah. Absolutely stay safe, Noah. That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting to me what they're doing. Hold on. I want to see gays against groomers leader. They're saying it was like a lesbian woman. Founder? Is this it? Is this something on her? Do we not ever get to see her face? Does anyone know what she looks like? That's what I want to know. Is that her? Right there? She's a lesbian woman of color. When was this? November 23rd. So this was recent. Appeared on Fox News and put the blame on the mass shooting at Club Q on gender-affirming healthcare. What? Evil agenda. See? Like, if it's just something that they don't like, that they don't approve of, it's automatic evil. I do too. I hope he stays strong. This is what they do. It's like, oh, we don't like this, so we're just going to automatically call it evil. Her name is Jamie Michelle. Is that her right there? I could take her. Tell her to come over here. Tell her to come out here and fight me. I'll be out on my front porch waiting for her. She wants to start talking shit. Tell her to put her fucking fist where her mouth is. Let's see what she says. Oh, here's the video. Okay. That's what I wanted. I wanted the video. Okay. Come on. Why is the thing being weird? Wait, not. Is it not playing? Hold on. I mean, it is playing, but I don't think you guys can hear it. Here we go.
Right. I mean, it shouldn't have to be said, but what is anti-LGBTQ that these people need to understand, and what is putting our community in great danger is, claiming that all of us support this and just associating all of us with this. Saying that groomer is an anti-LGBTQ slur, that is doing irreparable damage to us as a whole, and is putting a really large target on our backs. And unfortunately, the tragedy that happened in Colorado Springs the other night, it was expected and predictable. We all within Gays Against Groomers saw this coming from a mile away.
Yeah. Then do something to fucking stop it. Are you kidding me? Their thing to stop it though is to tell people to stop being gay and stop bringing trans peoples into bars to do drag and doing drag shows and stuff. Like people just living their life that has nothing to do with her. Like I said, tell this woman to meet me out on the streets.
And sadly, I don't think it's going to stop until we end this evil agenda that is attacking children.
Oh my God.
Right.
Evil agenda. See, like I said, if it's something that they don't like, it's automatically evil. That's so disgusting to me. This lady says Fox News broadcast that mass shootings in LGBTQ spaces will continue unless we adopt laws that medically discriminate against transgender people. This is direct amplification of the threat of mass murder for political gains. Right. This woman is literally saying that this stuff is going to keep happening until we stop transgender people from living. What? What the fuck? Are you fucking serious? So here's Brandon Wolf, a survivor of the mass shooting at the Pulse Gay nightclub, that wrote, here's Gays Against Groomer founder on Fox with a crystal clear threat. The mass murders will continue until you do as you're told, he added. My blood is boiling all over this again. My blood is boiling all over again. Yeah. Because they're saying that this stuff is going to continue until we stop gay people from living their lives. Like, how in your fucking head does that seem plausible and moralistic to you? Especially if you're like, even kind of some kind of religious. How is that moralistic to you? How the fuck is that moralistic to you? And this woman is, from what I hear, if she's Gays Against Groomers, that means that she's a gay person too. She's a lesbian. So what the fuck is her problem? Seriously, what the fuck is her problem? Michelle and other far-right groups have been accused of fueling stochastic terrorism. I've never heard that before. The public condemnation of a group that leads to violent acts against that group. A columnist commented that the segment and Michelle's comments are examples of it. This person wrote, stochastic terrorism. Damn, that's a beautiful word, and I wish I can pronounce it right. We tolerate it because conservatives do it. Hey, ain't lying. Right after another shooting, these are dangerous extremists we are supposed to normalize for the sake of both sides. Thank you. That's what I see. These far-right extremists that do all these shootings and stuff. Why don't we ever call them terrorists? Are we supposed to be dealing with didn't we change like all of our freedom laws in like after 9/11 for what is it for the God, I can't even remember. I'm losing it right now. I can't even think straight. So she thinks trans is an issue, but gay is okay. Yeah, exactly. She's a gay person. She's a lesbian, but apparently trans is the issue. Right. So he further tweeted, Fox, you all right?
Yeah, I gotta go COVID test.
Oh, okay. Fox, Tucker, and Republicans are going to get people killed with their conspiracy theories, fear mongering, and stochastic terrorism. And we tolerate this. Why? 5 people were killed at Club Q. The suspect is facing preliminary murders and hate crime charges. So this is the woman, huh? What's her name? Jamie Michelle. Let's look her up. Jamie. Hey. 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 Stop. Let's see. Interview. Gays Against Groomer founder from Rebel News. Humanist Report talked about it. Blair White Project brought her on. Veterans for Child Rescue brought her on. Newsmax obviously would bring her on. Rob is right. It looks like just all right-wing people are bringing her on. It's all like right-wing stuff that brought her on. That's crazy. Yeah, there's now this news is talking. Conservatives claim grooming kids.
When did our public schools, any schools, become what are essentially grooming centers for gender identity radicals?
That is the latest GOP talking point. Republicans are now claiming that education or even just conversations around gender identity and sexual orientation in schools or television programming is a form of grooming children to become LGBT+.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom while you guys.
There's never a time when a teacher needs to sit down with kids and tell them that, hey, you know, you're a boy, but you might actually be a girl.
This argument has surfaced in discussions of a recently passed Florida bill that, in part, prohibits classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity in certain grade levels or in a specified manner. Critics are calling it the Don't Say Gay bill. Proponents are calling it the Anti-Grooming bill.
If you really want to talk to a 5-year-old or a 7-year-old or an 8-year-old about their sexuality and gender, that's on you. You're a pervert. You're a weirdo. I don't give a damn if you're a teacher.
Like maybe teach the kids to read before you tell them to go trans. You shouldn't be talking to kindergartners about gender identity, especially if you're not their parents. That's creepy. You should be arrested for that.
Look, there's a reason why the Democrats are treating this bill like it's the apocalypse. All we're telling them is you can't groom young children. Yeah. And to them, it's Armageddon. And that's because they know they have to indoctrinate the kids into this madness very, very young.
The supposed indoctrination of the nation's children isn't just in schools, according to conservatives. It's also in media.
Now it's all about pushing a sexual agenda on little children across their entertainment platforms.
You don't have to be afraid to let's have these two characters kiss. Let's in the background. I was just wherever I could, just basically adding queerness.
They've been really open to exploring queer stories.
Disney wants to completely take your children and they want to indoctrinate them into sexual immoral filth.
The fact that we are trying to accelerate our kids in this direction is incredibly concerning
For me as a parent,
the fact that they want to sexualize our children and our children's childhoods for their own political agenda is incredibly disturbing. Instead of making films that kids want to watch, they're actually making films that will indoctrinate them.
Their main, quote, goal as a company is now to teach kindergartens in Florida that they can, in fact, change their gender just by wishing it so. It makes you wonder if kids in Florida can consent to chemical castration with no parental.
What? There is no real parents out there in this country that are literally just having their children come up to them and say, I want to be an opposite gender, and then going and getting reconstruction surgery and all of that stuff. Hormone blockers and all. It's not happening. Not happening at fucking all. Sorry.
Involvement.
This isn't programming. This is propaganda for grooming.
According to the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network, or RAIN, grooming is defined as manipulative behaviors that the abuser uses to gain access to a potential victim, coerce them to agree to the abuse, and reduce the risk of being caught.
Like priests and douchebag fucking elitist in Hollywood. That's more like it.
So not what Republicans are talking about. I spoke to Sarah Kate Ellis, president and CEO of GLAAD, to understand a bit more about Republicans' misuse of the word grooming. What are conservatives really saying here?
To put this in context, politicians who are anti-LGBTQ have been using this false narrative and stereotype for decades now. LGBTQ people have been falsely accused of crimes and have not been hired as teachers all the way back to Harvey Milk and Anita Bryant days.
Well, it sounds like the behavior of a sex offender. I mean, normal people don't sexualize underage children, period.
We are letting them control the narrative here because these bills actually aren't even about that. These bills are about censorship.
Yeah, and another one too that I just thought of too. Like, you want to talk about grooming children? What about the pageantry stuff? Like those little girls that do all the pageants and stuff. You think that's not sexualizing your child? And that's you, Karen, white Karen, Christian conservative moms that are dressing your kids up like fucking 21-year-old skanks in bathing suits with a buttload of makeup, making them look older than they are. Don't tell me about fucking grooming when you all are out here with your beauty pageants and shit. Fucking get out of here.
Mommy, Mama, and Me, which was one of my kids' favorite books, is not allowed in that classroom anymore. So my kids can read about a mom and a dad and a child, but not two moms and a child. And therefore, the message that they are being sent is that they don't matter, that their family is less than. And that is the danger in all of this. Because if we look at what's going on with our LGBTQ families and our LGBTQ youth.
Yeah, when I was a kid and I asked my mom, why is my aunt with a woman? When I started getting the questions, as a child, you grow up and I saw my aunts together all the time. I started asking them, why is Aunt Susie with a girl? What's going on? What does that mean? And all I was ever told my entire life is that they loved each other. That's it. They loved each other. And that's all I cared about. They loved each other. I never even knew that gay and lesbianism was like frowned upon until I got out into the real world, because that shit was just, they loved each other. That's all that mattered, and even as a kid, because I was raised and groomed into thinking that man needs to be with a woman because I was raised Christian, that is grooming, thinking that, being raised as when you're a child and you're told, you're as a little boy, you tell little kids, or you're told as a little kid, oh, you're going to be a lady killer, or you're a heartbreaker, or you're such a pretty little young girl. You're going to grow up to be such a beautiful young lady. You think that shit's not grooming? Like, your stuff that you guys say to us all the time as children is more grooming than what a trans person or a gay person does. My aunt was more of a good parent towards me than my own mother was. So if anything, my mom was more of the groomer than fucking my gay aunt. So
they are under siege right now. In 2021, 1 out of every 4 LGBTQ teen attempted suicide. Sit with that for a minute.
Yeah,
And now
remember
this-
that. Remember that. What did every 4 LGBTQ plus teen has tried to unalive themselves? That's 1 in 4, okay? Just think about that. 1 in 5 people in this country has an STD, and we make sure that condoms have ads. We make sure that we tell kids to go out and get condoms. We got birth control. You know, we got all that stuff to prevent, you know, causes. Well, I guess birth control doesn't really do anything, but you know, causes, you know, having safe sex, you know, making sure you get tested all the time. Like we make sure that you don't get STDs, and STDs in America is 1 in 5. So that's even less than the rate of suicide in teens, of LGBTQ plus teens. And we do our part in America to make sure that safe sex is around and is taken care of. But when it comes to these LGBTQ teens, nobody does a damn fucking thing. That's where I start seeing things. Like I start similaring, you know, putting similes in between these, you know, in these statistics, and seeing things that like our priorities are all fucked up. Like we have priorities in certain things, but then like the same thing happens, you know, in another situation where it's even more often, and we completely fucking ignore that.
This year, we've seen over 200 anti-LGBTQ bills that have been put forth, and half of those are anti-trans, and most of them are against our trans youth. What I'd love to see these politicians do is lift these kids up, is to help these kids and these families instead of pushing them down. There's an Equality Act that has been stalled in the Senate that would actually give us protections. There are a number
Stalled in the
of
Senate,
things
though.
that as an LGBTQ.
It's been stalled in the Senate. Okay. Remember that. Who has had the majority for the last 2 years? The Democrats. Do they actually care? No.
Community we're not safeguarded against. We can still be fired in some states for jobs. We could still be denied public housing. Them choosing to instead come after the community instead of help the community is a horrible, horrible thing. There's always time to redeem yourself. It's never over. And I think that, you know, I'd love to see some of them come to terms with this, because I guarantee there isn't a family in America that does not have an LGBTQ person in it.
Mm-hmm.
And that includes their families.
She ain't lying. That is absolutely the truth. Everybody knows someone that's at least bi. If you don't know somebody that's in part of the LGBTQ community, hello, my name is Jimmy. Now you know one. What do I, come on now. I'm not a groomer. I'm a fucking mom. I sit at home and I fucking take care of my kid. And that's all I do. And I'm one of them. I'm pansexual. I'm bi. I'm part of them. So now you know somebody, and we're family. So, you know, you've got family that's LGBTQ. You gonna go around calling me go around calling me a groomer now? Because we can take it out to the streets. I don't care. Like I'll give you my address. You don't have to dox me. I'll give you my address and we'll go out and we'll fight. Bring it, please. Sending you Empire files about DeSantis. Okay. Let's look in Slack. Get up in the DeSantis. I gotta look for Holly. There we go. Ron DeSantis' military secrets, torture, and war crimes. Okay. I will definitely keep that up. What do I got? I got a little bit of time. What do I have? I guess I can talk about that one tomorrow. Yeah, let's I'm not gay, I'm just deeply closeted, Norm Macdonald. Jeez. That name sounds familiar. Wait, who? Norm Macdonald. Canadian comedian. Oh, yes, that guy. Okay. I knew his name sounded familiar. Is he deeply closeted? Are you deeply closeted, Les Bones? That's hot. Fuck yeah. And you know what? Even there's another thing too. Like you want to sit here, you want people like you want to hear like the real truth about it. A lot of girls, like especially a lot of women that are very comfortable, very confident, women that have really figured out, like done the soul searching, done the dark shadow searching. Maybe you are, Les Bones. Hey. I'm not gay, but my boyfriend is, Holly. That was that's really, really good. But like you don't even have to be like, as a man nowadays, when it comes to at least confident women, you don't need to be afraid of appearing gay anymore, because at least in my own personal experience, I love that shit. If me and a guy can sit there and talk about how good looking this dude is, like how beautiful it is and how unfair, how gorgeous he is and shit. Like I was talking this weekend on TikTok, there's this guy named Kevin on TikTok, and he has mastered what we call the female gaze. So there's a difference between like what men think women like and what women actually like from their men. And that's what men need to start realizing, like, stop like being afraid of appearing gay, because that kind of stuff actually impresses women and intrigues them and turns them on in certain ways. Like, that was the reason why I fell in love with my husband, was his comfortability of his sexuality. I'd never seen a man pull up into the place that I worked at on a purple motorcycle. He came into my bar in a purple motorcycle, and he had the manliness about him. Obviously, he was doing his little motorcycle thing, but it was purple. Like, what manly man goes around with a purple motorcycle? You know that in your head, you're like, oh, that guy's probably, his friends always make fun of him and tease him about his purple motorcycle. But to me, as a confident, at least as a confident woman, because I've gone through a lot of shit and a lot of shitty relationships and a lot of crap just to understand and acknowledge and know what at least I like in 2022, like for men, that the comfortableness of the sexuality that men have, to where they're okay with even acting and appearing in some sort of way, not completely like nuclear family straight, is actually a positive thing nowadays. So I say if you've got like, if you think a man is attractive and you're, you think he's really good looking, but you're not attracted to him like sexually, and you got a girl there with you that you like, talk about the dude, talk about how cute he is, talk about how good looking he is, even mention like, damn, I'm jealous of like how nice his hair is, or I'm jealous of like, his leg muscles or something, make it something to where you are not only making yourself look comfortable in your sexuality, but also every time I think of something, I talk about something else and then I forget what I was going to say initially. Fuck my life. Not only shows you're comfortable with your sexuality, but it also shows the girl that you're not like that. You're not like that the atypical nuclear dude that's, too ashamed to talk about that kind of. Women really like that nowadays. I'm telling you, what you men think that women like, a lot of us don't even really like it. Yes, John, wear a fucking skirt. I'm telling you, these guys that come out with like the kilts, the Scottish and the Irish dudes that come out in those kilts is hot. The lead singer of Korn, Jonathan Davis, the lead singer of the band Korn, every concert he does, he plays at, he wears a kilt. And I think it's fucking hot. I think it's sexy, because even as a woman, and not trying to bring into the sexual part of it, like, that at least with looking at kilts, if you know a little bit of history about kilts, that they usually don't wear anything underneath the kilt, so it's like full blown. So then women can start being a little bit of perverts. Like, you show off a little bit of your comfortability and sexuality, like, I'm gonna wear this skirt, and women are gonna be like, yo, you wearing anything underneath that? Yeah, it's exactly what's gonna happen. Purple is the color of royalty, right? They sound like idiots sitting around thinking of cancel culture phrases to make money off of. Right, absolutely. There's actually a guy here. Let me show you this since I'm doing Google searches and shit. There's a guy that wears skirts, the businessman who wears skirts. Oh, no, wait. Why is it trying to have me end the broadcast? Jesus Christ, it was doing some weird stuff. Businessman wears skirts. Why? Dude, it keeps like sending me back to StreamYard and then wanting me to end the broadcast. Okay. Businessman wears skirts. There we go. Look at that. It's at the very top. This guy right here. You cannot tell me that is not some sexy ass legs. Wait, let me bring this back down. Cancel that. We'll come up with more of this. Like, look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? Oh. Look at that. Dude, the guy's fucking hot. Like, there's nothing not sexy. Look at that ass. Like, you want to turn a woman into a pervert? Get comfortable in your sexuality, man. Start not caring about this like nuclear family, manly men type stuff. Because I'm telling you, that right there, that shit, I'd eat that up. I would eat it up in a heartbeat for fucking sure. Look, there's Lil Nas. You can't tell me Lil Nas X isn't hot as shit in a fucking skirt. Like, I know as a woman, I would never have a chance with that because he's gay, but holy shit, does he look fucking good. And this is the kind of thing that I think that men should really start, at least not diving into completely, but there's like, oh, that's fucking hot right there. That shit's hot. Oh, wow. I love that stuff. And I think a lot of women nowadays, especially with the culture of women's thinking, at least like the mainstream, like not mainstream, but like the general thought process of very confident women is not being afraid, or at least finding men that are not afraid of showing that side of them. Because if you think about it, like, I'm pretty sure like 99.99999% of women in America are bi in a way. Like, even if they're fully straight and they've only been like, married to a man, or they're only with men, I'm pretty sure one time in their life they fucking kissed a girl. Fucking swear it. It's happened, okay? And you just can't deny it. Every fucking girl has kissed a girl some way, shape, or form or another. So it's just the way that the things are. Even if women say that they don't want it, it's there. It's fucking there. Showing off a little bit of, your femininity. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that is I don't know how we got into this part. How did we get started talking about this? You guys got me all fucking you guys got me all tripping. I don't even know how I got into this. Okay. We'll bring up DeSantis. You guys want to talk about DeSantis really quick? I was like getting low to like 4 streamers, and then 4 watchers, and I started talking about this, and now I'm up to 7. So I'm like, is this a good topic? Because I'm gonna get myself canceled today for some reason. I don't know why I want to, but I keep wanting to get myself canceled today. Oh, Holly. We watched this. Last week. Yeah, we did. We definitely watched this last week. Maybe I can clip it out. Maybe I'll clip it out for you, Holly. Because, yeah, the DeSantis one, we've seen that one. Why are you laughing, Les Bones? All right, you guys. I got like less than 30 minutes, and I've got one more thing that we can talk about, and then I can get off of here and go play some fucking Grounded. I'm excited to play some video games more today. We were doing some really fun stuff yesterday in the video games, and then we all were like, we're tired, we're going to bed. And I had more dreams about my game, so I want to go play again today. So I'm going to end this off with this whole thing. That way you guys can go and remember to go and watch Warren's show today. I will bring that up as well with the link as soon as I find it. There it is. No, go back. Why did you do that? Now I'm going to lose it. Damn it. While I'm looking through this, why don't you guys read the top thing and tell me what it says. I'm the teacher today. Okay, I have that one up. Okay, we're good. Okay, so major news outlets urge U.S. to drop its charges against Assange. So it looks like some mainstream media news is wanting to end what's going on with Julian Assange. Better late than never, I guess you could say, but still, something's being done hopefully soon. In a joint letter, news organization warned that the indictment of Julian Assange sets a dangerous precedent that could chill reporting about matters of national security. Oh, they're just now finding this out? I swear we've been saying this for years. For years we've been saying this. Okay. Don't want to be a hater automatically. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt really quick. So in Washington, the New York Times and 4 European news organizations called out the United States government on Monday to drop its charges against Julian Assange for obtaining and publishing classified diplomatic and military secrets. In a joint open letter, the Times, The Guardian, Le Monde, Der Spiegel, and El País said the prosecution of Mr. Assange under the Espionage Act sets a dangerous precedent that threatens to undermine the First Amendment and the freedom of the press. Obtaining and disclosing sensitive information when necessary in the public interest is a core part of the daily work of journalists. If that work is criminalized, our public discourse and our democracies are made significantly weaker. Mr. Assange, who has been fighting extradition from Britain since his arrest there in 2019, is also accused of participating in a hacking-related conspiracy. The letter notably did not urge the Justice Department to drop that aspect of the case, though it said that some of us are concerned about it too. Each of the 5 organizations had worked with Mr. Assange in 2010 and 2011 during the events at the heart of the criminal case. WikiLeaks, which obtained leaked archives of classified American diplomatic cables and military files, gave early access to the troves to traditional news outlets, which published articles about notable revelations. A spokeswoman for the Times said that the company's publisher, in consultation with the legal department, decided to sign the letter. The newsroom was not involved, she said. The case against Mr. Assange is complicated and does not turn on the question of whether he is considered a journalist, but rather on whether his journalistic style activities of soliciting and publishing classified information can or should be treated as a crime. The letter comes as Attorney General Merrick B. Garland has sought to rein in ways in which the Justice Department has made it harder for journalists to do their job. In October, he issued new regulations that ban the use of subpoenas, warrants, or court orders to seize. He issued new regulations that ban the use of subpoenas, warrants, or court orders to seize reporters' communication records or demand their notes or testimony in an effort to uncover confidential sources and leak investigations. Okay. Mr. Assange and WikiLeaks catapulted in 2010. Eventually became clear that Chelsea Manning provided archives to WikiLeaks. She obviously did some time in jail because of that, so she served out her time. The letter noted that those same five institutions had publicly criticized Mr. Assange in 2011 when unredacted copies of the cables were released, revealing the names of people in dangerous countries who had helped the U.S. and putting their lives at risk. As At Miss Manning's trial, prosecutors did not say anyone had been killed as a result, but officials have said the government spent significant resources in getting such people out of danger. Lies. His public image shifted significantly after WikiLeaks published Democratic emails that had been hacked by the Russian government as part of its covert operation to help Trump win 2016 presidential election. But the criminal case against him is not about the Democratic emails. So see, he helped them out, and like the Democrats are like, yeah, let's do this. Let's use his shit to get Trump out of here. But he does anything else, and like, no, even though he helped us out here, he's still a criminal. But we're going to take all of his stuff that he used and use it against Trump. Like, fucking hypocrites, man. So the open letter notes that the Obama administration had weighed charging Mr. Assange in connection with the Manning leaks, but did not do so, in part because there was no clear way to legally distinguish WikiLeaks actions from those of traditional news organizations like the Times, because it is a news organization that write about national security matters. Yeah, well, he's fucking right. All right, they're right. They're fucking right. Under Attorney General, the department later escalated the case. There's no precedent in the U.S. for prosecuting a publisher of information as opposed to a spy or a government official who leaked secrets under the Espionage Act. The Trump administration's decision to bring such charges against Mr. Assange raised novel and profound questions about the meaning of the First Amendment. The Trump administration. Yeah. Free speech my ass. For now, those issues have not been tested in court because the case is paused while Mr. Assange fights extradition, but the open letter calls on the Justice Department to drop the Espionage Act charges. Holding governments accountable is part of the core mission of a free press in a democracy. Absolutely. That's all that WikiLeaks is doing is releasing information that should be having our Justice Department holding our government accountable. But no, we look at him as some, leaker instead of, he did it the right way. He did it through a website that was supposed to be a journalistic website. He fucking did it the right way. And now he is being charged for something that he didn't even do. And finally, after 10, 11 years, now news organizations are saying that it's setting a dangerous precedent, which we've been saying for the last 10 years. So it's absolutely wild to me that they're even able to get away with even doing this to Julian. I know Misty's been like all up on this stuff. I know she's been tweeting about it. Twitter has had a heavy hand in silencing journalists, including Julian Assange. Oh, she's calling to Elon. Okay. Guardian, take it down. Shame the Guardian, even though the Guardian just asked for him to be released. How funny. 4 years yesterday, still on their website. Their lying story about the Manafort Assange meeting. Ooh. Free Julian Assange. This was 3 hours ago. It's not. Why is a man nominated multiple times for the Nobel Peace Prize in jail? Julian Assange was first nominated in 2011 for exposing war crimes, corruption, and toppling a 24-year dictator. He has been nominated several times since. Assange and WikiLeaks for ensuring. Jesus Christ, you're a little
for
fast.
all of us, challenges us at the deepest level to ask the question in conscience, is this right or wrong?
It's wrong. The U.S. government, however, smeared Julian's reputation, made plans to assassinate him, and threw him in jail.
Many of my colleagues, they are afraid to visit Julian Assange because already there is a campaign going on in the mass media to present Julian Assange as a normal criminal.
He faces 175 years in jail. His charge, journalism worthy of a Nobel Peace Prize. Oh, wow. So true. She makes a good point here. The Guardian has the nerve to sign on to a letter that includes this paragraph when it was two of their journalists who published the encryption key to unredacted cables is a fucking joke. She said, go fuck yourself. This says a group of editors and publishers, all of whom have worked with Assange, felt the need to publicly criticize his conduct. In 2011, when unredacted copies of the cables were released, and some of us are concerned about the allegations in the indictment that he attempted to aid in computer intrusion of a classified database, but we come together now to express our grave concerns about the continued prosecution of Julian Assange for obtaining and publishing classified materials. Assange outlined the security conditions for working on the files. From that moment on, I would have to use encryption. I was not allowed to talk on the telephone about the secret files, nor write about them in emails. The files must never be sent by electronic mail for communications with WikiLeaks in regards to the files or any other sensitive matters. I could only use a specific encrypted chat. The files had to remain encrypted, and to work on them, I could only use air-gapped computers. That is to say, computers never connected to the internet, which he told me never to leave unattended for any reason. It was the first time I had ever had to comply with such strict rules. Because there's people out there trying to fucking murder him. Jesus. Why do you think they're suddenly speaking up for Assange? She says that she's suspicious of their motives too. However, they've all spoken out in some form or another before. Today is the 12-year anniversary of Cablegate, and each of the 5 outlets were partners in publishing those releases. So that's why there's an article out today. Just so we're clear, I'm not interested in giving the same media who helped smear Assange and manufacture consent for the way he's been treated. They need to be called out loudly and often. Even in their piece today supporting him, they regurgitate the bullshit. Right. That's great. What else is going on? A lot of Assange is not a journalist. Genius is out today. So allow me to remind you that not only is Assange a journalist, he's the only journalist on earth with a 100% record of accuracy. Thank you. Next. Oh, she used the Ariana Grande music. What? She is, yeah, she's getting it today with all this Julian Assange stuff. So Twitter is telling advertisers their ads mistakenly ran on profiles, selling and soliciting. Yeah, look at the Balenciaga ad. There's another thing about children too. So, but today, later on today, let me see what time it starts. It's going to be 5 p.m. my time, so 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. Misty is going to be on Warren's show today, which is going to be really cool. So here's what it looks like. If you guys want to find it up on YouTube, go and check that out today. I'm going to put it, I am putting it in the description or in the chat so you guys can go there and set a notify right here, notification on. I already turned it on my phone. I don't know why it's not doing it here, but make sure you got the notification on. That way you don't miss it. This is going to be really good. It sounds like she's going to be ranting today and going off on some stuff. So that's going to be really, really, really fun to watch. Definitely can't wait to see that show today. Let's see if anyone else is talking about Julian Assange today within the last hour. Okay, cool. Revolutionary Blackout Network is live right now, and they're talking about it. Let's see. Free Julian Assange. Only 3 videos. Look at that. 3 videos in the last hour talking about this. So what about today? Okay, there's Lionel, Julian Assange and the crime of publishing. I like Lionel. Let's watch him.
Since the beginning, I have said repeatedly, without any hesitation, without any variation, without any trepidation, that Julian Assange must be released from all United States criminal sanctions, criminal prosecutions, and the like. I don't know about the rest of the world. I can't speak for others. But as far as this country goes, what he did and what WikiLeaks is journalism. Classic First Amendment freedom of the press. Here it is in its simplest form. If you yourself violate the law, let's say you're the New York Times, let's say you're the Washington Post, whatever, or maybe Drudge, or doesn't matter, and you violate the law, you trespass into someone's world, take information, and then publish it, that's no good because you were trespassorial. You broke the law to get this information. Once you did this, all bets are off. It's that simple. But if somebody comes to you, as in the case of Bartnicki against Vapor, 2001, Supreme Court dealt with this. If someone comes to you, like they did with the Pentagon Papers and Ellsberg, somebody comes to you and says, here, I've got information that I have provided, that I'm providing to you, that I stole or I took against the law, because invariably, you know and I know that somebody who presents this information did not get it with the consent of the particular party they took it from. Ellsberg took it from the Rand Corporation or whatever. Nobody okays this. When you're a whistleblower, we love whistleblowers. By virtue of who you are, you have violated some type of rule. You have. And what's important to know and what we have to recognize very, very specifically is that in order for the First Amendment to still work, in order for it to apply, it has to protect information that is presented to it from people who might have broken the law. Remember, Snowden, different issue. He took the information. He did it. If Snowden himself tries to publish something on his own, he would have a difficult time taking advantage of this particular provision because he broke the law. He stole it. Fruit of the crime. That's it. And the fact that he's providing this as a means of publication is a different issue. But that's not the case here with Julian Assange. He wasn't participating in this. Now, they're going to claim sometimes that maybe he might have cajoled or wheedled or participated or encouraged someone, Chelsea Manning or whatever, to use a particular type of methodology to break in or something. Those are very interesting issues which may later on be addressed by the court in a different matter. But for purposes of this, for purposes of Julian Assange, and within the strict framework of his particular case, what he did was to publish as a publisher something that is newsworthy. Newsworthy. And if you eliminate this, if you say that no, Julian Assange can be prosecuted, you will never have another Pentagon Papers. You'll never have anything worthwhile. You will have editors and small newspapers say, well, I'm not going to be involved in this. I'm not going to be involved in this. No way. But they stole it. Either, I'm not going to be the next Assange. And that's not to say there's not a chilling effect right now. That's not to say that despite everything, people may still say, I don't want to hear this. Imagine this. Imagine having newspapers, having a press, having journalism, where individuals who are involved in this say to you, don't bring me this information. Hell no, I'm not interested in this. No way. Oh, that's terrific. Oh, yes, we will thrive in the commercial exchange of new and interesting ideas. No. Listen, I don't know what you think about Julian Assange. I don't know if you like him or his looks or his attitude or these other extraneous charges, which turned out to be specious. I don't know about that. I don't know if you think that journalism is the New York Times or whether people should wear pork pie hats with little cards and the brim that says press. I don't know what you think journalism is or what a journalist is. But now, the zeitgeist, the particular epoch that we are living in right now, all the rules are different. All the rules are over with. All the rules that you thought, as far as what newspapers were before, throw them away. It's a brave new world and a new frontier. And Julian Assange, absolutely, positively, is a journalist. And there is no excuse. There's no way around it. Ellsberg is a hero. Julian Assange is locked up. Explain this one to me. No, you can't. Remember one thing. If ever this country loses its First Amendment rights, or any rights for that particular matter, it won't be because some invading, Visigoth came over the horizon. It will be because people like you and me just looked the other way or didn't care or kind of sighed a, nah. Mm-hmm. That's how we lose it. That's how we lose our rights. Julian Assange, I'll go one step further, aside from being not guilty of this, is a hero. That's right, is a hero.
Amen. I agree. 100% I agree. He does. He's right, though. A lot of people need to Need to pay attention more. We need to start getting louder about this. Like, I know a lot of people are just like, it's whatever, you know, but this is our free speech. Like, you want to talk about, you know, we're all up in hoopla and shit about Twitter and it's free speech, but this is legitimate free speech. You know, this is journalism type free speech that definitely needs to be out there more. Here's the video again. Look in the comment section for the link for it. And don't forget to go check out Misty today on Warren's show at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific today. I am almost done with my show. I'm excited. Now I can go play video games for the rest of the day and fuck off the world until tonight when I gotta find more news articles. If you guys find anything interesting that you all want me to talk about, please, please, please don't be afraid to send it to me. If I don't text you back right away, it just means that I'm just busy at the moment and I will get back to you probably the next morning, most likely, when I'm like gathering everything up on my Google Docs together with a thank you. I definitely could use, I'm one person. I can only keep up with so much news and at least trying to have my own, I guess not my own life really, just, you know, I enjoy playing my video games. It helps me escape from all this stuff because, you know, watching this stuff all day, every day is just, it's really disheartening after a while. So if you guys see something, if you guys just, you know, happen to skip by anything that you see on the internet, Twitter, it doesn't matter. Just send me the link. I'll do the work. Just send me, you know, the headline or the title or whatever you see. I'll do the work into figuring out what's going on. Do my eyelashes today. Look at my eyelashes today. My eyelashes are driving me crazy. Like this one's super up and ready to go, like preppy, fucking ready to go, pretty. And then I got this one and it's like sagging. It's like really sagging. So I'm like looking at my face and my face looks completely different on this side than it does this side. And it's driving me crazy. Anyway, back to this. Like I said, make sure you go check out the stream today. It's going to be really good. I'm going to be having it on in the background while I'm playing the video games. Keep an eye out for the clips today. I might put like one or two up. There wasn't too much that I talked about. That is, I'm definitely going to bring up the gag and the Noah thing as a clip, and maybe the Israel stuff as a clip. Tomorrow, there was one thing I didn't get to talk about today that I do want to bring up tomorrow, and we'll sit down and watch it. But I think it's like a 45-minute video, so we're just gonna have to sit and watch it for a good amount of time. Hassan Piker had his uncle on his stream with him this weekend, Chink, and they got into a good little argument debate about homelessness and crime. And I want you guys to, I want to be able to show it to you guys because I want to show you like the way that we all think when it comes, you know, us, you know, caring, empathetic people, the way that we think is more of what Hassan was believing. And then you got Shank's side, which shockingly enough, if once we hear this tomorrow, you guys are going to be shocked. He really, really is sounding like a Republican in California, but he is a Democrat. And so I thought it'd be really interesting tomorrow. I'll show you guys of how Democrats actually honestly, truly think about the homeless here in California, which is no different than the Republicans. So I'll bring that up tomorrow, and we can watch that and talk about that. I watched it and got some really good pointers for myself for it. So yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. So keep an eye out for clips today. Keep an eye out for Warren's show today. If you guys have anything else you want me to share out on my Twitter page, please send me the links and I will share anything out. I guess everybody just have a good day. Thank you all for coming. Les Bones, thanks for hanging out the whole time. I know you're off of work this week, so you're mine, motherfuckers. Sorry. Holly, thank you for coming. John, thank you for coming today. Warren, thank you for stopping by. Can't wait to see you later on. Ghost Star, thank you for sending out the good vibes and saying hi today. It's good to see you. Willie, don't forget tomorrow we got Willie Braggs is going to be coming on. Onto the show for the full 3 hours, which is exciting. So we're going to have Willie on tomorrow. So thank you for coming by today. Sally, thank you for coming by. Definitely we'll see you later on in a little bit. Amber, good to see you. Jeffrey Wakefield, thank you for coming by and seeing me, Jeff. I super appreciate you. I love you, brother, and I absolutely miss the shit out of you. Yona, I miss you. I will be back to playing your song tomorrow. I probably won't be as distracted so I can click the right button. I always click the wrong button. It's horrible. Thank you, Warren. You have a good show today too. Have fun. Good luck. I know that Misty's going to be talking your ear off, so you won't even, Warren gets to relax and chill today and let Misty go off. It's going to be really nice to watch that. So everybody have a good day. I'm not going to keep you around much longer. I want to get this shit done and get on with the rest of my day. So I love you all. Stay empathetic, stay high. Don't let the crazies bite. Don't let the Christians bite. I love you all. Peace.